By the way, Patrice O'Neal was, one of the funniest comedians. That's true.
Oh yeah, he's probably my favorite.
I mean, it's an open secret in the New York comedy scene. Like, Patrice O'Neal was on the down low big time. And black dudes have a term for this. They call it getting booty. Black guys don't treat being gay as like a permanent condition. And this has to do with the whole masculinity thing. Because, gay is bad, right? So in their mind, they call it getting booty and booty. Oh, booty. So Patrice O'Neal, he says, I mean, the thing about it is booty. At the end of the day, booty. You know what I'm saying? White booty, black booty. I'll never forget this. Chinese booty.
You're not
booty.
Are you?
No, Patrice.
Actually, what you're saying makes sense, kind of. It does low-key add up. Damn it. One of your people just, god damn it, sent the fucking picture, man. Hey, that picture,
dude. What do you
mean?
What are you talking about?
The picture of crying games.
You got to explain why we were talking, because that's weird to just say we were sitting around talking about the crying game. No, I'll explain it. I asked a simple question, and the Comedy Shaman decided it meant something entire. Like, I don't know where your mind was at during this.
Oh, now you're already overpainting it. You're already overplaying.
We were playing a hypothetical game, just, a would you rather style, hypothetical kind of thing. Your response was so strange. Now, let me ask you a different question.
Shoot.
All right, now pay attention carefully, because some people get a little confused by this one. So I said to him, imagine the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. I mean, whatever your perfect 10 is, an 11 out of 10, she is built for you. Whatever the perfect woman for you is, she's made by God and science specifically for your taste, your type. You're on an elevator, comes in, the doors close behind her, she walks up to you. She's wearing the most low cut, skimpiest thing. She's showing off all the assets. She comes right up to you. She puts her finger on your chest. You're already pulsating. You're getting hard. She whispers right in your ear. She says, "Let's have gay sex." What would you do?
I'd tell that sissy to get the fuck away from me.
What do you mean?
If I ever was in a crying game situation, I just hope I wouldn't hurt the motherfucker.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait,
why a crying game?
You ever seen Crying Games?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so it's like the movie where that.
Yeah, but he didn't know. He didn't know she was trans.
Yeah, but that's the point. Is if I find out, I don't want that. I don't want I don't want that if I
fucking
don't.
11 out of 10, man.
And you started going off about how she'd have a cock.
Yes, I did.
And I never said she has a cock. And I thought it was weird that you are saying that your perfect woman has a cock.
It's got a dick.
She's your perfect woman, though.
Now, here, if you're one of the listeners at home, could you understand why, when she says, "Let's have gay sex," I might assume she has a cock?
But I said she's your perfect woman. So you're saying your perfect woman has a cock.
Now you're just manipulating my words.
And I'm not manipulating. That's exactly what happened.
This game. You're very good at this game.
No. Listen, let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys in the audience. When I said, "Did you your perfect woman? Did you imagine a cock? Yes or no?" I need to know in the chat room.
Why'd you imagine her having a dick?
Chaffin says, "I know my perfect woman does not have a cock." Infowar says, "Hell no."
I would go up to the Crying Games situation. So my mind immediately went to Crying Games when you said gay sex.
She asked if you want to have gay sex. Where does the cock come into play?
Where would a woman ever say, "Let's have gay sex"?
Ray Pizzazz says, "No way does my perfect woman have a cock."
You're acting like there's not a cock down there.
Well, I didn't say there was a cock down there.
Well, if it's a...
This is
you keep bringing up the cocks.
You're bringing up the cocks. I said your
because that's the red flag. God damn, you're good at this game. You are good at this game.
What are you talking? It's no game. I've never asked that with that intention before.
Okay, let me just take it back to your original premise.
All right, let's start over. Right. She walks into the elevator. She's your perfect woman, built for, built for pleasure for you from the ground up, and says right into your ear, let's have gay sex.
I think I would probably say something about the gay sex comment, but then push forward in all seriousness.
Hell yeah, brother.
Infowar says she wants it in the butt. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Infowar.
But that's when I said I would address, then I made my answer. I would address the gay sex comment and probably push forward.
So you would push forward into her butt.
I mean, push forward to take the scenario somewhere private.
So you'd put it in her butt then?
I'll be honest, I've never stuck in a bitch's ass, but I would do it.
All right, so you would do it. You would fuck her in the butt.
Yeah.
Then you say, I'll push forward into her butt, but then I'm like, well, wait a second. Does she still have the cock now, or what's going on?
But if there's business down there, I don't want to get crying game.
She got a cock. You said she had a cock.
There's business in the front, party in the back.
You've got a type, right? Like there's a type of girl that is like your type.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
All right, describe that. Like describe your perfect woman.
I like them pale and emo and like dark hair. Okay. I like the pale bitches.
You like white girls, or?
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There's some mixed girls. I think mixed girls can be sexy as fuck.
How big's a cock?
It's very average.
What?
My cock? You asked how big's my cock.
Oh my god! No, I was asking about your cock.
So you want to know, in my ideal woman, how big is her cock?
Just to be clear, you're the one who said she has a cock before. If you're into a girl with a cock, that I'm not like fucking fussed by that, man. Like I know Patrice is your hero, so like whatever.
Look, first off, there ain't no perfect woman. Second, if there's one close,
okay,
it definitely don't have a cock.
Your perfect woman says she wants to have gay sex with you. Does she have a cock or not?
No.
Okay, great.
No, I'm not if I'm gonna do anything.
Okay, fine. So you would have gay sex with her.
I love this guy.
If she doesn't have a cock, yeah.
So you would have gay sex.
I guess.
Here's how it went down. I said your perfect woman, she's exactly made for you. You said she's got a cock.
You're leaving out the gay sex part.
Now you already agreed you would have gay sex.
No, but here's the thing, and I also made this clear too. If there's a cock, it ain't a woman.
So then you brought up the crying game and said I wouldn't do that because it reminds me of this movie, The Crying Game, that traumatized me as a child.
Has it ever like scared you that you would get crying games, or did you not see that until like you were kind of settled down?
I've known about The Crying Game since I was a kid. The guy in The Crying Game who rejects the trans ends up staying with her and starts fucking her again.
You're right, but what's the movie where he leaves the trans? There ain't one.
Okay, so you're saying you wouldn't leave her even if she had the cock then? I can always tell if a woman is a woman or not. Like I've never once been fooled, ever.
I remember.
Why were you watching The Crying Game as a kid?
Because my friend was an asshole and thought he'd play a prank on me. Some fucking prank. That scene I cannot forget, man, because I was only like 14 and I didn't realize. That's what I was saying. Like, I didn't even realize that movie traumatized me that much until we started talking about it last night. When I was like 14, it had me fooled. I'll admit that.
14? That's not so young that you should be traumatized by seeing a penis. But just because it's a black guy?
Oh, don't be racist. No, it could be any. It could be any cockzilla.
Well, you called it cockzilla. It's not even that big of a penis. I'm pretty sure that the tranny in Crying Game is just played by a gay man.
Well, no, but when I was that age,
it's actually a small feminine penis.
But when I was that age,
I bet you Patrice O'Neal wouldn't even suck that cock, and he would suck just about anything.
Flip a coin, apparently.
What did you think of the tranny's cock in that movie?
Good question.
It looked terrifying. Terrifying. Looked like it was gonna terrorize a small town in Tokyo.
Cockzilla.
Exactly.
What you called the cockzilla picture?
Well, from watching it as a kid, I remembered it being a lot bigger than that.
Earlier, you said you're into white girls and mixed race, and Jaye Davidson, the tranny from Crying Game, is black and white mixed. It's insane to think that a trans traumatized you with his penis when you were a child. What would Patrice say about you fucking the perfect woman with a cock?
I'll be honest, dude. Listen, I didn't think whoever that was hot. but I didn't think it was an ugly bitch either. Dude, that movie freaked me out, man. Like, legitimately. We're joking about it, but that fucking, it made me sick when I watched it.
I quote Patrice all the time. It's like, I mean, he's a smart guy, and it's like Patrice used to say, booty, booty, you know?
Stuck in a rut, you wanna die. PODAWFUL makes it worse. On government list, they want me to fly. PODAWFUL quench your thirst. The future is near, happy to be here. PODAWFUL dreams come true. Space on the moon, just laughs at the goons. PODAWFUL's watching you.
Oh, that's fucking funny. We have what I do believe is a very special schedule for you today, because we have our first co-host of the Shaman Show. And without further ado, please welcome the one and only Fed Whatley. And she will be joining us today.
Hello.
To give you a little bit of an intro to Fed here, I met her through PODAWFUL. I have had multiple interactions with her, and they've ranged anywhere between me being terrified to me absolutely fucking loving it. So I think, yes, I think this show is going to be somewhere in that range. We're going to figure that out, though. So how are you doing today, Fed? Are you pretty good?
Doing wonderful. Very excited. Happy to be here, H2BH.
Happy to be here. That's good. So how did you exactly get to where you were doing so much for PODAWFUL? Because that blows my mind. It really does. It fucks my head up that a woman can do so much in comedy, run laps around me mentally at times, and that's the part that fucks me up. I'm not used to that.
I think you might give me a little bit too much credit with, I mean, not that I'm not loyally devoted to PODAWFUL.
Now you're humble.
Now I'm humble.
I'm teasing, but yeah, let's get into the Steel Toe Morning Show here we've got, because he is so arrogant and full of himself that no matter how many hits he takes, no matter how low his view count goes on YouTube, he is so confident within himself. It really does stun me.
PODAWFUL says, really digging the chemistry. This is working. By the way, happy birthday, Fed.
Yes, happy birthday, Fed. I am sorry for not saying so, but happy birthday. Somebody that's in the chat right now was giving Aaron shit one day, and I think we've got it here in our time codes. And he was telling Aaron that it must have been tough growing up with Klinefelter syndrome.
He's absolutely intersex. This man has a micro penis. This is very sad for him. And I don't know how he ended up with male bald pattern, but
a tarantula on his head.
You and Fed have more chemistry than this quote married couple. LMAO.
We'll take that. That's for
Thanks,
sure.
guys. Zulius Basworth, Fed and Shaman are such a cute couple. Yeah. Chat is so funny. Ray Pizzazz says, grab your mop, Fed. Urquit said, is She-Man a felon? If so, he can't have those guns. You're pretty beefed. You're pretty muscular. PODAWFUL. Damn, bro, she's asking about your helmet. Wanda Pizzazz, H2BH, but late. I love Fed and Shaman. PODAWFUL. Oh my god. I'm just gonna come out and ask, because I don't know how this pairing happened, but are you guys dating?
Up for us to know and you to find out, bro.
Are you not gonna like me if I told you I was, 6 foot? I'm a tall kind of lady.
You're here right now with me, aren't you?
This is true. Very true.
I made that choice.
I'm 6 foot, by the way, just so you know.
And I made the choice that you're here right now with me, did I not?
You did.
Yes, I want you here with me right now, and I'm enjoying this co-hosting a lot to where I could see this happening in the future if you wanted. That's up to you, but I'm really enjoying this.
You want me right here, like with you, like in your house?
One step at a time, woman. Jesus Christ. I'm saying I really enjoy having you as a co-host. A lot.
While you find that, I'm gonna read some chats because we've got some dissidents. Radio Regard says, "Are we really going to ignore that Shaman is doing the exact same thing as Steel Toe and Red Bar do with their quote holes with Fed?"
Okay, fuck that. Okay, that's actually that's. I don't even want to justify that because it is funny, but I can't even begin to justify that because I don't want Fed bringing out her claws right now. I know what it's like when you bring your claws out, and we will. I'm sure we will have that later on display. We'll get there when we get there, though.
Doompill says enlarged clitoris. Yeah, it's 9 inches. It's a big clitoris.
Well, that's unfortunate because I like my women to have the smallest penis as possible. All right.
I don't know if I can help you there, Clay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, huh?
PODAWFUL says, "I'm really enjoying the co-host setup here, Shaman. Gotta be honest, I didn't see this pairing considering the conversations you and I have had, but I'm glad you expanded your boundaries." What's that mean?
I wish.
You didn't want me to go.
I don't know. And I'm not going to worry about it too much because something like that is not going to fucking help to worry about at the moment. I can fucking lay and worry about that later. Up to this next time code here. I haven't figured out the best way to transition between time codes. I didn't even realize that was a thing, really. But I guess transitioning is an art.
That's not. Hey,
wait, transvestigating. My bad, guys. Sorry.
That has nothing to do with anything.
I'm upset. I'm about
transitioning's not that hard.
Phoenix is in front of me.
I'm not even. I'm not even going to answer right now. But Jesse said something in the chat that really just cracked me up. He said, "If Fed came up to you in an elevator, what would you do?"
What would you do?
It's not fitting.
You came up to me in an elevator. And are we playing the same premises that Jesse gave out in the past iterations of the question? Are we playing those same premises?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I walk up to you. I walk up to you in an elevator and I whisper in your ear, do you want to have gay sex with me?
Oh, fuck me. You know, I've had, 2 months to figure this question out. You think I'd have the right answer by now. But, yes.
There's only one right answer.
Yes.
There you go. There we are.
Or, what area of Fed would I kiss first? Well, it depends on what part of her enters the elevator first, I guess.
Julius Basworth says, "Do you think Fed has a hot voice?" Everyone's really into the, what would our ship name be? Fedman? Really into the coupling here.
Well, let me tell you, I'll tell you what, I would like to do this more in the future like this. I think there's definitely a potential for something along these lines. You know, it's up to you, but I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I could see us doing that.
They even have women's only swimming sessions, but to no one's surprise, that also includes biological males pretending to be female.
Stop this.
Oh, we're back on this train.
Can we
Lovely.
just have like a co-ed swim lesson thing? When I was in Litchfield as a little tot, I went to swim lessons that had both boys and girls in it, and it was just level 1, level 2, level 3, and so forth. I don't see what we're doing here. Can't you just include everyone?
Everybody just did some swim. No.
Well, I imagine that
April said trans rights.
Yes. Yeah, they're talking.
April said trans rights. Aaron's really getting, like touchy because he's afraid that like trans women have bigger dicks than him. He doesn't like that.
Well, Kleinfelder's is a bitch. I mean, it's no joke. You need testosterone shots for that usually. Oh, I mean, I get it. You know, the many Mansons of the world are overtaking.
And he's just giving into it. He's giving into it. He's just going to start taking estrogen so that he can just speed up the process, get it over with, tuck it in, call it a day.
Thank you so much, Fed.
Well, I want to do one more segment before
Yeah.
we wrap it up.
Absolutely.
I think you should definitely do some impressions. Especially because you did a really good Aaron impression. But
Okay.
because we're transvestigating.
What impressions were you thinking? What would you like me,
You know who Ellen Page is? She goes by Elliot now. I think that Aaron kind of looks like her.
Oh, God.
You know, bodies started to change and clothes sat on me differently, and all of that was just...
Couldn't be that.
Was the beginning of really sort of, you know, disconnecting from...
You know, it was the beginning of disconnecting from my gender. For you. I think that was the beginning of that journey, and I had a lot of struggles since then. Was that okay, Fed?
It was pretty good. That sounds like her.
Well, if you're getting transvestigated, you gotta do your best.
How good do you think your Caitlyn Jenner is, or your Bruce?
Ooh, that one's gonna be rough.
Wait.
The Masked Singer. Now, first of all, they say, Caitlyn, why did you do the Masked Singer?
Now, Caitlyn, why did you do the Masked Singer? Now, I did the Masked Singer because I thought it was the right move for my career. But I realized later on that it just probably wasn't the right move. So I went on from the Masked Singer, and I did American Idol as a judge. But then I realized they didn't want a trans judge. They weren't into transvestigation.
How's that?
I think your voice might be actually higher than what it's supposed to be.
I think it is. I think you're right.
Oh. Can you do an impression of me?
No, I don't have that range. I can tell you right now. There's certain women's voices I can do. But it's very specific and like, it's the more masculine women's voices. You don't have a masculine voice. I can't imitate that.
Manfish said, I want him to do a Hank Hill seducing Fed at a bean dinner.
Well, I suppose if you want to go to dinner, we can go to the steakhouse and we can get ourselves a couple of porterhouses. You know, if that's the type of thing you're into, Peggy. Or Fetty. Fetty? Is that the name?
But I have enjoyed this show so much, and I really hope Fed is down to do more of these shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, hell yeah. Well, hey, I really enjoyed this. Fed, thank you so much for coming on. We are going to do this again. I'll be in touch with you, but we're going to do more shows like this.
H2BH.
Yep, happy to be here. So you guys take care and have a good night, and I'll see you around. So see you. We are getting this show on the road. No co-host today. No, we're going to get into that, okay? We're going to get into why there's no co-host, where the future thereof is with co-host. You do need to understand the nature of what's going on. Because asking what happened, well, I mean, that's a long ball of wine you're asking to untangle, and we're going to untangle it as much as we can here. Oh, fuck. I'm very surprised I haven't seen Jesse in the chat yet. I'm waiting for it. Okay, Citizen M, listen. I am not opposed to bringing her back. I am not. But I am not walking into the Valentine's Day horse shit that fucking Jesse has set up. He can go fuck himself with that. I'm gonna do my own thing, do it my way, and you know, like, whatever happens past that happens. But in terms of the fucking walking into the Valentine's Day horse shit reveal, Citizen M is saying, Jesse has been pretty cool to you, man. If I had that kind of relationship with Melton or Red Bar, that'd have been a dream. You should respect PODAWFUL a bit more, in my honest opinion. Well, in my honest opinion, PODAWFUL should respect me and Red Bar a bit more. Just out of fucking pure integrity. But, you know, I understand Jesse's not going to be on that page, so whatever. What is. it is what it is. Okay. So, yeah. Let me say first off that I had suspicions about my co-host, but I wasn't fully sure about where my co-host stood with me or exactly who she was for that matter. Oh, Vigo says for being trans, RIP. Okay, so you're kind of on the right path there. Oh boy. Okay, so just time to rip the band-aids off, I suppose, huh? Oh, I know you meant feds. I know you meant feds. I do know that. Well, first off, let me say this, Vigo. Let me say this, okay? I absolutely love working. I absolutely love it. Oh, and now you've got New York Spawn talking shit in the chat saying, she's not a trans, you were just paranoid. This motherfucker in my ear for the past what? How long has it been? How long has it been, motherfucker, that you've been in my ear about this shit? And now you're talking the other way about it? This is insanity. Guys, I am telling you, this is so fucked right situation I'm in. Jesus Christ. I want to tell it like it is, but there's no telling it like it is because there's 20 fucking different ways of how it is. So I can tell you guys one way of how it is, but there's 19 other ways that are gonna oh man. Oh, this is fucked. This is fucked. You think I don't love feds in a weird way that's fucked? Vigo, I mean I do, but goddamn, man, like I need a little bit of what do we call it? Transparency. We need some transparency around here. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of transparency would go a long way. Here's my suggestion. If you want to know the reality going on with Fed, stay tuned. PODAWFUL's going to have the answer for you.
What's up, dude?
Yes, we're all kind of wondering that, huh?
Well, I'm definitely wondering it because I've gotten some crazy messages from you. I've gotten messages from other people saying they've gotten crazy messages from you that they don't understand.
He got manic.
Yeah, I'm just right now I'm trying to back away and just figure out what the fuck's going on.
Back away from what?
Because
your audience?
All I know is about 3 weeks ago, you were trying to get me to do weird gay shit and like wear a dress, and now we're real close friends.
Wait, what?
When did I hang on a second? When did I try to get you to wear a dress? What are you talking about?
About 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, and then I kept making jokes out of it, and you got upset when I would make jokes out of it.
What?
I don't remember trying to make you wear a dress at all, but okay.
It wasn't very long ago at all.
Was that in Discord or on a show?
Yes, it was in Discord.
That's just a joke.
See, I knew you were going to do this. You're going to call me paranoid. You're going to say I'm probably on drugs.
I've already said those things straight to you. I mean, yeah.
Yes, and that's why I want to back away because this ain't going in a good direction.
What do you mean?
Going in a good direction.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that there is no move I can make right now that things move smoothly forward. So, what do we do here? Because you know how I feel.
I do not know how you feel. I haven't understood a word you've said to me for the past week. This whole thing about asking you to host a show on Valentine's Day is nonsense to me.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do you understand that I didn't even know it was Valentine's Day when I asked you that?
There were too many red flags as it was, and that was
red flags for what?
You allude that you don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm not even going to say it because we both know.
No, we both are. Shaman, sometimes the messages you send are paranoid and weird.
You're not wrong.
I've been telling these guys openly I say
You're right about
that Shaman has this way of talking that is both paranoid and conspiratorial. And when he talks that way,
you're right about that.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't want to lose what I'm about to say, man.
I had
because
no.
I got some good points here.
I had no clue you had ever even spoken to Fed until she was on your show.
Well, okay, yes. That's what you're saying. All right. So let me tell you, what I do know is that the messages from my past that are well over a year old now are much less relevant to this situation than you not remembering a conversation from 3 weeks ago about you trying to get me to wear dresses. Like,
what
that's
the?
serious,
Okay.
man. There wasn't any joking
All right,
about
dude,
that.
listen to me. I'm telling you.
That is very relevant to my paranoia.
I'm straight up
Very
telling
relevant.
you, not only do I not remember it, but me telling you to wear a dress is a joke. What do you think I want you to wear a dress for?
Transvestigate me is a joke.
Huh?
What do you think me saying transvestigate me then afterwards is? That's a joke.
The
bit was you calling me a she-man trying to get me to wear a dress. That was the fucking bit, dude.
Okay, great. That's a joke.
Regret.
By the way, do you think I thought I would have...
That wasn't a joke. I joked along and you couldn't handle it. That's the reality.
Did I seem like I was actually trying to get him into a dress?
No.
And
It was obviously a bit. It was a pun. It was just like a funny thing.
What was the pun?
Well, She-Man, Shaman.
It wasn't a pun.
Oh, yeah. So it's just a... Wait, so it was just a joke?
I
Wait.
love you, bro. I gotta tap out. Fed, I am sorry. I am sorry. Fed does not deserve to be in this situation.
What do you mean?
What situation?
Fuck, what was that?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hello? You can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Listen, I don't want this to be another blow up like fucking yesterday.
No, I don't either. I really don't either, man. Look, when I got out of pocket, let me preface it with this, dude. I love you a lot like an older brother that I get really pissed off at, but you talking about my paranoia, it's absolutely correct. 100%. And this is how seriously I'm taking this situation is aside from dialing back streaming, I am going to a psychiatrist and like getting myself checked out and everything. Because whatever is my fault in this, I completely fucking want to own up to it and try to make up with Fed one day. But I know she doesn't want that.
You know, I'm on edge because I just lost my fucking channel. So, you know.
I know. I am sorry for that, man.
It
Like,
happens
that's
to
another
be.
thing.
It happens to be that a day before that happens, I'm getting told you're going to war with me. It happens to be that I've got messages from you saying I'm putting people, quote, in the line of fire. I don't know what the line of fire is when I hear that.
Okay, I'll explain then. That to me, it felt like you were putting Fed out there just for me to fall in love with, and
But how did
like,
I do
that's
that?
in my head,
dude? Seriously, explain this
Fed
to
would
me.
do
How
anything
did
for you.
I do that?
See, I don't know, but I know Fed would do anything for you. I do know that.
All right, listen.
I know that.
That's
100%.
fair. You might be right about that. She's done a lot of things for the show.
Dude, that is amazing. Like that's the part that tears me up the most about this is like I feel like you were just gonna use my love for Fed against me, but
Well,
like,
I didn't even know you did. I didn't even know you
I
loved
love
her.
Fed a lot, man. Like
You love
like
her.
I love Fed a lot.
Like, for
but
real?
In the sense, but in the sense that you're gonna use this against me. I know that.
Use what against you?
Yeah. See. So that's why.
What does that mean? Well, hang on a
second.
second. You don't get to do that sort of thing. You do this all the time. You do this like, yeah, see, but when I tell you I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. So you can't. We're not. I promise you. And this is something. This is something you need to learn for your show too. By the way, we're not in your head with you. We're not in the pilot seat.
No,
with
you're
you.
right. You're right about that. See, listen, and let me tell you one of the reasons I do fucking love you is when you give me the good pieces of advice, they're some of the best ones I get. They really are, man. But then it just feels like there's other points when like you want me to do some degrading ass shit, bro, and I'm not about that. Okay, here's where it kind of flipped for me. Is like I was like on edge about it the whole time. But like one day Feds was literally saying shit to me like, "Oh, have you had your boy pussy stretched?" And then saying like, what was it? I know it is funny.
That's the type of joke she says, dude. I don't know. Like, to me, that's
well,
crazy.
I mean, hold on. That's not the point. And then she also said, like, you see me as like a fucking ex-tweaker, a weak target, to like Fed being literally like the best person I could ever ask for in my life. And like, so that was a red flag. I shouldn't have involved myself at that point. That's where I think at least I fucked up big time. Is that like at that point somebody's probably just gonna get fucking hurt, and I don't. Have
Do you understand that I did not even know you were talking to Fed when you started? I literally don't even know how you started talking to her.
I understand it's possible.
The only thing is definite.
The only reason I said that is because, like I said before, I've seen the love Fed has for you, and it's not a knock. It's like a thing that I'm impressed by, because Fed is literally maybe the most intelligent person I've ever spoken with. And that's where a little bit of the paranoia comes in too. And like, it honestly makes me feel slightly emasculated, because I'm not used to being the idiot on that level.
Well, listen,
I'm really not.
I can tell you this.
I'll admit it.
Fed's a smart person, but you know, it doesn't mean she understands every little thing you think is going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things you think are going on aren't going on. Like, everybody's like, what's going on with Comedy Shaman? And I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. And he's like, and they're like, he seems to be having a breakdown. He's not. Some people are saying that you're not talking to them anymore.
I mean, it kind of was a breakdown a little bit.
Fed was saying that she was worried about you. Now Fed is like basically verge of tears, crying, because as far as she's concerned, you have announced on YouTube she's a dude. So you are what? Are you telling me you think Fed is a man that is trans?
I really was thinking that.
Okay, so your problem with me is that I'm making you gay. I didn't make you fall in love with Fed.
No. I know, and I told you that I love Fed as a co-host. That's exactly.
But you even said in DM and on the stream that the feelings are beyond just like, oh, I like this co-host. But you're even saying that after saying.
Well, I'm saying I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't.
But you're saying that while saying you have love for Fed. So listen, even if Fed was trans, you're the one saying you love a trans person. It has nothing to do with me.
I love Fed for whoever Fed is.
Now, I don't know what behind the scenes your relationship with Fed has been. I don't know if it's like a Bex thing where there's been exchanges of.
It got kind of close, I think, where like she sent a couple pictures, and dude, I thought it was a pretty girl. I really did. I thought it was just a tall fucking.
She is a girl, dude. What are you not getting? This is a woman.
Dude, I was okay. So hold on, I'm trying to let you in my head here.
Man,
so I'm trying.
Okay,
so
right. Sorry.
The what I felt like was coming, and one of the things you did say is I don't think Fed has a hole, and that was another red flag.
When did I say that?
Dude, that's the fucked up world we live in. Like, I feel like it could be a fucking pretty woman that's like literally just amazing, or it could be. You know,
she
like,
is,
and that's where I'm saying.
Dude,
where I'm saying, like, I need to back off.
I don't want to say this.
I will own my craziness.
I don't want to say this in a way that's going to like upset you or anything, but like, I can be like pretty much 99% sure Fed's a chick.
What do you mean 99?
Well, but like, even, you know, if there was some, like if she was intersex, I'm leaving that room for doubt that I would leave for any human being. What I mean is, Fed is a chick. I know Fed is a chick because hang on, because Fed has dated other people. Like, but Fed broke up with someone from the cult. I feel like if Fed had a dick, I would have heard about it by now. Is all I'm saying. Fed used to be a lesbian. That might have been what I was joking about when I said doesn't have a hole, like as in a girlfriend anymore. I probably meant that. I would say within. I'd say like a year ago or so. Fed's a lesbian. Like, you don't call yourself a lesbian as a trans. Like, Fed's a chick. Fed, and I have spoken to her ex-girlfriend. If she was born with a cock, like, are you kidding me? So now, like, you went on your fucking stream and she was your co-host and you're saying she's a trans. Like she's gonna try to put on a brave face, but she's upset.
Like honestly, man. Here's the thing: is like and before I do want to address that, but one of the last things that did make me paranoid.
Okay.
Was that Fed kept talking about a secret, and the chat kept talking about a secret the last show I did with her. And then
they were talking about it because she said, I remember that. She said, I'll be straight up with you. I don't know what she was talking about when she said that. Maybe the lesbian thing, but that's not a secret to any of us.
Well, do you see the things that added up that made me this way? And I'm not blaming anyone.
Sort
I'm just saying that.
I mean, sort of, but like it's crazy to jump to all of the conclusions you jump to.
I thought I was in your line of fire, dude. I was 100%.
Bro, I literally had no idea there was even anything happening with you and Fed until she was on your show. And even then, I didn't understand the depth of it. Like,
this is fucked.
But I'm not kidding. She clearly likes you because she is so upset. And I've seen her in, she's a chick. So I've seen her in moods before, but not like this. This is different. She's mad, and she's mad that you wouldn't respond to her or talk to her about any of this.
I mean, like, seriously.
But here's the problem I have.
Losing my mind, dude. I really was.
Do you understand Fed is not a guy?
I'm believing you more, but
See, that's the thing is I know I'm going to walk away from this conversation, and you're still going to have a seed of doubt at the very best. Can we, like, I swear to God, can we fucking get Fed in here and just have her fucking tell you that, like, I'm telling you the truth here, dude.
I really want to fucking work shit out one way or another, just literally because Fed, like, dude, I think Fed is the most quick-witted person I've ever talked to. I think she's quicker than me or you. I think, like, she is such a fucking asset that she does not deserve to get hurt at all like this. Now, and the scary part for me is I've still got, like you said, that seed of doubt. But no matter what, seed of doubt or not, I don't want Fed being hurt. Period. Like that'll fuck with me. Like you making videos and shit about me, that won't fuck with me that much anymore. What will fuck with me is like knowing I hurt Fed. Like that hurt. Like that's who I am. You know?
Well,
so
she is
I don't know.
She is like, I mean, basically devastated. She's devastated.
Yeah.
Devastated. And as any woman would be in the situation. I mean, all right, listen. Let's talk to her.
Hello?
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 All right. Feds, we were talking in Discord before, and I was just talking to Shaman.
I'll tell you this. I really was convinced you were just a very pretty, tall woman, for a long time, up until a few things were said between secrets and just little things said in the chat by different people. And it kicked up my paranoia to an extreme level where I thought I was in a kill shot. I thought Jesse had me lined up for a kill shot 100%. And I went into a self-preservation mode. But at this point, the one thing that I told Jesse, like, I'm feeling fucking awful about is you. Because I was only looking out for myself. And the reality is I don't exactly know who you are, Fed. But what I do know is that I sincerely do love you. And, like, working with you was literally perfect. And that terrified me. Because it was so perfect. So I told Jesse, like, I'm taking this situation very seriously. I've got a psychiatrist appointment lined up. I'm dialing back streaming. I'm not going to really make content until I know really what the fuck's going on. But you deserve better than this. You deserve to fucking have your say, and not just your say, but you're going to be part of somebody's life. Like, you just deserve better than that.
I thought I was getting set up. I thought that this was a prank on me once you started flipping out on me and saying, oh, she's a trans, she's this. And I'm like, where?
Oh my God. I would have never guessed that in a million years. Holy shit.
why do you think I flipped out and was like, why the fuck are you doing this? You're
I
like
knew it was
taking pot shots at me.
No, it's because, like I said, I was only looking out for myself there. And I went into self-preservation mode, and I didn't care about somebody that I fucking love, I guess.
That's crazy.
Like, I know this much. I need to dial everything back that I'm doing so I really can, focus on the things that matter, because I think that is an important step in this and not getting fucking paranoid and delusional.
You told me that was some of the most fun you ever had co-hosting the show with him, and I know you were enjoying it. And
I was having a great time, yeah.
I know you wanted to continue doing it. And I know you really had feelings or care about Clay. But yeah, just so you know, like, not only did I have I was not setting anything up with him. He thought I was setting shit up against him too. Like, I'm just kind of caught in the middle here. And like I was saying to him, I didn't even know you guys were talking.
See, and that's what I like, and why I like flipped out about the paranoia thing. I messaged you, Clay. I talked to you directly. I was the one who was like, hey, I want you to do better. I want you to not be high when you're streaming.
I know.
How is that a troll? Where's the joke?
No, that's not a joke. I wasn't literally, apparently I wasn't mentally equipped, for that, and I am, like, it's just the compounding of everything together. I really think that, like I said, I need to take a step back, because I do fucking, like, everything I said I meant, Fed. Like, and I'm gonna fucking do what I can to really, like, put it out there that you are fucking Feds. Like, you're the best co-host I could have ever asked for. And like that really fucking scared me working with you. It scared me, but I need to not be scared of shit like that. I need to grow the fuck up.
Let me just say this real quick, because I've looped you in here, Fed, but you didn't hear everything that I said to Clay. I just want you to know, so that I'm not telling tales out of school or anything. I did I did tell him that you were a lesbian.
So if that's so, what's the secret then? And like, if it's some, like, if you can even just allude to it, you don't got to say, but just like,
obviously we met Clay in like less than desirable circumstances. Spending enough time around him and like hanging out with him, and we have the same sense of humor, I was like, wow, I love this guy. Like, we haven't met, which is, crazy, but it's, whatever. And not in like a friendly way, like in a real, like, you said not in a sexual way, I was thinking in a sexual way. And that, it took time to come to terms with that, but and it happened so fast. And I that's why, like, I backed off when I talked to you about, like, hey, are you single, whatever, and you kind of rejected me because I was in the cult, and I understood that. And I was like, this is just going to take time to, like, nurture and let it flourish.
As I got off everything hard, and I'm not going to say I'm sober, fucking smoke pot like I'm Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but yeah, I knew that there was something real, though, that whole time. There was like, and I'll tell you what my gut told me, and my gut told me the same thing in the very beginning of this that it's saying now. And I understand that can just be paranoia, and I have to take that into account, but I still do listen to my gut. And my gut said that something was off about it, but it was still real at the same time. I do feel like something is off, and I don't know what's off, but...
Do you want to know what's off? Because I'm not totally honest. I'm not totally honest with the cult. It's not. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do... What you're picking up on, what I think you're picking up on, truthfully, I legitimately love you. Like, no questions asked. Like, it's not like a concern. For probably the past 3 years or so, I have been identifying IRL as trans, but I am a female. Like, I'm a woman. I was born with a vagina, XX chromosomes. I'm a real female. That's not something that I wanted to disclose, and I know I was dancing around some of the questions, and I know some people have suspected it.
Was there like a phase or something you went through for that, or like Or is it just a joke?
There have been several. I mean, this has been ongoing since I was like 11. For most of my teenage years, and then I stopped for a little while, and then like probably the past 2 years or so.
Sorry, so
it's been.
I didn't know that. I don't know if other cult members knew that.
That's why they make jokes about calling me Daniel. Somehow somebody figured that out, and I don't know how.
You went by Daniel, or
my people at my job called me Daniel.
So like I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand this myself. I don't know if Clay you feel the same way, but like are you
here?
Don't laugh.
You're
I try to be genuine. Fuck off.
I'm not laughing. I didn't laugh.
I love you. Come on. I'm just trying to figure out who I love. That's all, you know?
I didn't laugh, just to be clear. So I'm sorry. You are female though, right? Like you have a vagina.
Yes.
You are XX. What's the girl one? XX chromosome.
XX.
So what is it exactly? Then what is trans about you?
Well, I was on, hormone blockers for a little while, so I didn't fully develop in some areas.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering what I was picking up on. Okay, that's like, so you had a phase then, and like, I mean, I'm gonna assume because the hormone blockers are a different thing than just identifying, in my opinion. Because you're fucking with your body's chemistry then. But listen, this might sound a bit crass, but the pussy is very important. It's like everything else. And I hate to say that, but that's part of being a man. Ask Jesse. That's
true.
Yeah, it's like, and that's not me fucking being I don't think too crass, because that's the reality. Like,
I don't think so.
No, because there's a big difference there between just having taken some hormone blockers versus like being a guy and having that Y chromosome. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I kind of look at it the same way I look at like are you like Minnie Manson, where like Minnie Manson was born female, but it presents or lives a life as a guy?
Well, I mean, yeah. Me and Minnie Manson are similar in some aspects, but Minnie Manson has more.
Oh, you didn't like cut your tits off like Minnie Manson?
Well, yeah, when you're on hormone blockers, they don't fully develop. Like, they're there, but not really. And she says she was born with a prostate.
Yeah, I mean, that's way less bad than, the other way around, obviously.
Well, yeah, that was the thing, is that he's like, he's calling me a train. Of course I get offended, because I'm like, what the...
All right, I get it. Hang on a second. I think, all right. So, like, you think I'm setting this up with Shaman because...
This is crazy.
What you're upset about, you thought he was outing you. Not that you weren't upset that he was calling you trans. You thought I knew and told him, and he was purposefully outing you. Is that it?
Right.
Okay, shit.
Because that's some fucking, like, right, whatever.
Sorry. Yeah, of course.
This is fucked. I am sorry, Fed.
It's so fucked. But now I still have a vagina. I'm still
that's all
a woman.
that matters. That's all that matters.
Well, yeah, that's all that matters. A pussy. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I don't know how to take this, right, Fed? I mean, I don't know what to tell. Daniel, what do I call you? This is not what I was fucking expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to tell you either, but, and for the sake of just being genuine and putting paranoia at ease and having, starting off on a real foundation and not on hiding things from you.
Fed, I just wanted to know who I loved, and I fucking love the shit. Like, I love you a ton, like, to the point where I'm literally, like, refocusing my life because of this whole experience. I don't get me wrong, I still love streaming and doing these shows, but it did make me realize, like, there are definitely more important things.
Well, all right, then, Clay, let me introduce you to Daniel Clay.
Oh my God, I definitely...
Hi, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Daniel. I definitely need a little bit of time to process everything that's going on. I'm sure you do too, Fed. But do you want me to pull my last stream? I will right now. I figure you do.
It's your show and your stream.
No,
I don't want to control what you do. And if you had fun,
I'm asking you.
I don't know
it's
that
your
I really
call,
care.
and I'm not going to get upset no matter what you say, because this is your call. I don't give a fuck. I really don't, because this, like, fucking managing this with you is much more important than this. I mean, it is with anybody you love. I really feel that way. We both need to think on this a lot, I do believe, because there's a lot here to process. A lot.
That's true, yeah. How long were you on, if you don't mind me asking, how long were you on the HRT?
4 years.
When was it?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Well, I was 16 till I was 20, so about 5 years ago.
Oh.
Right in the peak of when my development would have been. Either I was a late bloomer or my body already knew I didn't want to develop that much.
Clay, were you a late bloomer at all, or?
Well, actually, with me, I was when I was a senior in high school, I was like 5'4", 120, man, and like now I'm like I don't really have any fat on me at all. I'm like 5'8", 5'9", 160, 155.
You were 5'4" in senior year?
I grew 4 inches after. Yeah, I grew 4 or 5 inches after grad. Maybe I was 5'5". Maybe I was 5'5".
Did you take like fucking whatever that shit is they give you?
I did take some testosterone shit like a few years after that, but no, I just grew naturally. Like my dad and my whole fucking family, like they would graduate at like 5'4", 5'5", and grow a few inches afterwards.
Crazy. I thought I was the only one. And Fed, you're like 6'1", 6'2", something like that?
I am on a tall day. I'm 6'2".
Was that a like result of the hormones, you think, or do you have like a tall family?
Yeah. So my dad's 6'7".
Oh my god!
So I think it's partially genetics.
Shit, same height as me. That's crazy.
There's no way any of us are processing this quickly. I don't believe that if you said you were. I wouldn't believe it.
I mean, again, I told Shaman this already. I won't say who if you don't want, but I mean, you did date someone from the cult. It was a guy. Did he know?
He knew some of it, not.
And you weren't outwardly presenting that way then?
I don't think he cared. It's just, a woman from the cult. I don't think he thought twice of it.
And it is what it is.
And it always will be.
And I think, and Fed, that's true of you, right? You sort of are what you are.
I am what I am at the end of the day.
See, I just wanted to know who Fed was because I knew that I did love Fed. There wasn't any question about that.
And what is your ethnicity? I don't want that to turn out to be an issue. Like, I don't want Shaman coming up to me a month from now and saying, "What the fuck? You set me up with a fucking nigga."
Just Slavic and Spanish.
God.
Right.
Oh, the Slavic is where the height comes. Okay.
I don't really know what to say or do now.
I feel like I don't know about you, Jesse, but I think both Fed and I probably need a minute to process this. Yeah, no, thank you, man. Okay. I do appreciate it. Really.
All right. Peace.
All right. Take care, man.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PODAWFUL.pizza.
Pizza.
PODAWFUL.pizza.
Pizza.
All right, guys, how is it going today? I think at some point in the show, it's going to be time to take the tinfoil hat off, but we're not quite there yet. We got to work up towards it. So I'm happy to have you here with me. There's a weird situation that happened with me, the cult, some of the people involved. Jesse got involved. I started out as a PODAWFUL goon, as they call it. Now, I kind of started to work things out. And I got on better terms with Jesse, but I was very paranoid. And in a way, I started to splinter my personality. And not just with Jesse, but with other people as well. But my personality started to splinter into this one where I'm like, oh, Jesse, you are the greatest guy. I do love you, which I do fucking love him like brother. That's not for here nor there. But then the other part of me was like, oh, Jesse, I fucking hate you. Like, you piss me off. You fucking treat me like a goon. Like, and so I had these very conflicting emotions the whole time. And then, on top of all of those emotions, I started talking to a woman that, and unfortunately, my paranoia had me fucking really insecure. And then there was other shit where it was rumored that she was trans, and I got paranoid about that because Jesse had this whole scenario about a perfect woman, and like Okay, do you know the perfect woman scenario, right, Hosty? I'll explain it to the.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Odd Lurcock, whatever. Yes, PODAWFUL, Jesse P.S. He's a podcaster that no matter if you love him or hate him, he probably has the best show around right now. In terms of just pure comedy. I really don't think that's up for debate. If you can put out the funniest fucking shit, then you're the king. And at a certain level, motherfuckers like me have to bow down to whoever's the king.
Now, how come you didn't do a guest set on PODAWFUL?
So actually Jesse did say he wanted me to. And he said he wanted me to, and tension was kind of high between us. And that's when like I was fucking starting to talk to this girl. And I was really paranoid the whole time, man. Like, that's why I'm wearing this tinfoil hat right now. It's trying to lean in, like I said. But, yeah, I was super paranoid that was just one of Jesse's ploys. And the part that hurt me the most out of all of this, I think, is realizing after, like, because I had basically been planning on Jesse just completely unleashing on me. And so I had been preparing for that scenario for weeks to month plus. Like, I had to realize what reality I was living in. And I know that sounds like a fucking silly thing to say, but I didn't know what reality I was living in the past 3-4 weeks or more. Yeah, when all this started, I was basically positive that it was just her fucking doing Jesse's bidding, fucking with my head. And then I come to find out, down the road that she was being genuine and I was just being a fucking paranoid freak. It's one thing to just fucking be dealing with a relationship or trying to make a relationship work, but to make a relationship work with this nonsense going on. Jesse didn't do anything wrong, especially in this situation. And I find out that the only thing that I had to worry about was a really fucking amazing woman. So I'm pretty sure I've driven her away. So I need to treat that as if she's gone, even if one day maybe I get to reconciliate with her. My plans for coming back, it's going to be probably a month to a month and a half off here. Either late March or early April, I'll be back. Hold on, let me respond to a comment first. Some guy says, can you respond to the allegations you are currently on a meth binge? Listen, I have my problems with weed and unfortunately have not been good about drinking. And I do need help with that. But as for a fucking meth binge, I wouldn't be able to sit here and throw you a dynamite show with this confidence if I was on meth, let alone with a fucking tinfoil hat on. So suck my cock that's got a mole on the end of it and go fuck yourself. That's what I got to say about that. All right.
Powerful words from a powerful man.
Basically, what happened with the feds is that, we started to catch feelings for each other and I was very paranoid. I mean, to a ridiculous level, like an insane level. I'm doing this one last hurrah show basically until I can fix everything. So let me take off the tinfoil hat. No more of this. Oh, Jesus. No more tinfoil hat. I literally started to develop insane behavior. And look, everybody's requesting feds, and I know. I want feds on more than anything. But the matter of fact is feds needs probably space from me if we're ever going to do anything together again. And I don't know if we will. There's a good chance we won't. And if that is what it is what it is. But
at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, I just want to give her space. So, maybe one day we can do a show together. maybe. But how the fuck?
But you and her are still together?
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
we were never really together, unfortunately. And I
What do you mean by that?
Well, I kept kind of resisting there when she would like push for us to actually be a couple, because it wasn't just the fact we really hadn't met up. I was more like, I was paranoid under the fucking delusions that it was Jesse fucking with me.
Now, why do you think you're so inclined? You know, and I think people would like to know, why are you so inclined to think that Jesse would be, going after you? What gives you this impression that he's like,
I'm a goon. I'm one of his goons.
Because I thought you used to be a goon, and you reconciled your differences, you moved forward, and you became friends on the internet. Is this no longer the case, or has this never been the case?
No, I would say that was the case. It's just, my paranoia was bad, man. And like, I think I gotta fucking quit weed, drinking, everything. I do. And we're, like I said, we're looking at some serious changes. My main problem, obviously I smoke a lot of weed, but I've been ashamed to tell you guys. I'm gonna show you now. Ever since I quit meth, fucking kratom, and it's awful. And I wasn't gonna say anything. This shit is fucking horrible. There's a reason I've never mentioned it. I'm not coming back until I'm off it.
What's the issue with that? What's the issue with kratom? Do you feel, does it turn you into a pillhead, like a faux pain pill addict?
Actually, it kind of does in a way, but I didn't start off with it. What this does is, this is an opioid antagonist, meaning that it's not an actual opioid, but it acts on your brain as if it were. All right, you sure you want to call in, Jesse? You sure?
Oh, boy.
This is a fucking train wreck.
How do you feel? Okay, go. You can go ahead. I have questions for you, but you can get Jesse on here.
Okay, we're gonna bring him into a three-way. All right.
Confronted.
All right, Shaman. Let me just start by saying that you sharing this thing about the kratom, finally, that is true brutal honesty.
It literally took this situation to bring it out of me. I was planning on hiding it forever.
Can I explain to you that the rest of, like, I'm part of your audience, I might be calling in or whatever. I might be special in some way, but I'm just part of the audience like anybody else. I'm out there with the universal audience, and everybody can feel that there's this other layer of something. And when you're saying like, oh, I'm not on meth, or oh, it's not even weed right now, it's like, we know something's going on. So having this answer of the kratom thing, the second you tell the universal audience this, it's actually a big relief off of your shoulders.
It is.
Because a lot of people are sitting there, they're ready to forgive you because you're being honest about what's happening. It's a lot like, do you know Artie Lang?
Oh, I love Artie.
Now back in, and I'm no historian or anything, but back in the early 2000s, Artie Lang was on the Howard Stern program, and he had a very bad addiction to heroin, which is heroin is very similar to kratom.
Unfortunately, it is.
So this Artie Lang character, he was coming into work, falling asleep on the job, and it was like really bad, and the whole audience knew. And he wouldn't admit it. But the second he admitted it, it made it okay. The audience forgave him for being bad on the show and allowed him to do that, allowed him to continue. So when you have bad episodes of the show, I'm sitting there in the universal audience with everybody else, because you're not being funny, and you're being depressed, and we can barely hear you because your microphone's too quiet. And sometimes when you talk, literally we can see your mouth moving, but there's no sound coming out whatsoever because of some sort of noise suppression thing going on. So when you combine all of those factors with the fact that everybody's wondering about what happened with this Fed thing, it's too much. So I want to tell you right now, I was already planning to call and tell you, you need to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
You beat me to the punch. And I instantly saw the universal audience light up and change their mood on this. And the other problem that's going on here is everybody tuned in expecting a roast.
I know.
And there hasn't been a lot of roast. You had the tinfoil hat, which is a good bit. You didn't really put a lot of thought into the comedy aspect of this. And then you brought on, no offense, you brought on Hebe as a co-host, which is not helping either.
Listen, I can do some roasting. I'm
happy to do some roasting. If
You're
that's
happy to
what
be
you
here.
do. I asked him, he's not really, into it. So I
Well-
respect the host. I respect him. And honestly, I've been giving him props. I hear you come in here and tell him he's shit. He sucks.
I didn't say that at all. That's not
You
what I
said he's not funny.
This episode stinks.
Right. So you're saying this episode stinks, which I have, I dignify the host.
But that's not because
That's
of you,
okay.
Hebe.
That's
That's
all
not
right.
because of you.
I didn't say it was.
I'm not saying that it's because
So
of you
what's the
being here.
cause?
You're not helping.
What's
It
the
doesn't
issue
help
here?
that you're here.
Right.
That also is bad, but it's a separate bad thing.
So what's the issue? Why would you, come here?
So
and
the
attack?
issue is, so here's the thing. We all, you didn't see this, Hebe, because you're not a fan of Shaman's, but
I am actually a fan.
Did you see the two
throw
episodes
that-
he
Don't
did
put
with-
words in my mouth.
Did you? Well, let's be honest here. You put a lot of things in your mouth that you probably shouldn't. My words will not be the worst.
All right, continue.
So I don't know if you saw the episodes he did with Fed, but the rest of us in the universal audience saw those episodes and saw the height that Shaman can get to. And it's not, and by the way, it wasn't Fed that did that. He's got that in him. It's like when Dorothy realizes she had the key to go back home the whole time. He's got that. He doesn't need the wizard to do it, but he's putting all those eggs in that basket. Now, the problem is the universal audience saw how good it could be, is seeing how bad it is right now. We now understand that the Kratom is part of that problem. We understand that Hebe is part of that problem, but we know for a fact that he could do it without Fed. But we like Fed. We like that combo. And Fed is a friend of a lot of the people watching. So when we're like, oh, bring on Fed, the real reason, Shaman, for that is because you haven't properly explained your status with her. You've danced around it. You've talked about it-ish. You haven't gotten real about it like the way you did about the Kratom. The Kratom was an amazing moment. When you pulled that up, I was like, what the fuck is that? Wait a second, what is he doing right now? There hasn't been that moment with Fed yet. That's all I wanted to say. I said I want to come on for a minute, just explain that.
My bad.
I think the universal audience is waiting for that brutal honesty when it comes to that.
You know how shitty this is right now?
So if you're worried about her, I don't think you need to be. I'm hanging up. I don't mean to take over on you.
Dude, no,
or
you
even,
actually just helped out a lot.
Hebe's
Thank you for
spotlight.
calling in. Thank you.
How do you feel like that went?
I mean, that was actually a great call in. That was a really good call in. Jesse got very much to the point. Didn't beat around the bush. I think he actually got to the bottom of what the audience was feeling there. Now, I'm going to tell you guys real quick the unfortunate thing about this, and this is my problem, nobody else's, and I'm fully aware of that, is that when he starts saying, I need to fucking be honest about Fed, that goddamn paranoia kicks back up. Now, part of moving forward is going to be conquering that paranoia. I want to move forward with a version of this show that has Feds on it. I mean, that is my ideal situation. Not just that, but I would love her as a fucking girlfriend. Gotta prepare for both scenarios. So I gotta move forward. Get off this fucking shit. Because I can't be pulling anybody into my life as long as I'm fucking using this as a coping mechanism for lack of affection, love, whatever the fuck it is. hopefully when this show comes back in late March or whenever, hopefully there's going to be a feds with. If not, it's going to be all right. The shaman is going to figure this out. It's just going to be a little bit painful. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. And the shaman will be back. I don't know if I'm going to be the shaman when I come back, but I'll be back. When I am, things are going to be way fucking better. They have been ever for the shaman. I am happy to be here with you guys. It has been, what, 2 months now? 2 months or so, yeah. That's fucking crazy. Got a lot to unpack here. I don't know how much exactly we're going to get through because it's going to be a weird one. Now we're going to talk about the rehab itself. And it was fucking weird. Oh, Dirk wants me to flex real quick. All right. Okay, how's that? Yeah, so in detox, what happens is you can just lay there in bed as long as you want, and they give you a taper. Now, what you come in there for is that's what you're gonna depict what your tapering is. Like, if you go in there for crystal meth addiction, you're not gonna get jack shit except some ibuprofen because there's no real step down off of it. But for me, since it was alcohol and kratom, they gave me Valium, and that was like a 1 week. It was like a 1 week ordeal where they tapered me down. Now that week I can barely remember jack shit. Tweaker pussy. Guys, we got to talk about tweaker pussy. And listen to me. If you do not have a drug problem and you're not worried about doing drugs, like if you can be around it and you're not going to touch it, go for fucking tweaker pussy. I am not joking. All they want to do is fucking do drugs. That's all they want to do. And if you don't have a drug problem, then you can just get the fucking aspect and maybe slide her a $20 bill here or there. I recommend it personally. Let me see. Tweaker pussy. It pisses me off because all the good tweaker pussy showed up within a week or two. Like literally within a week or two of me leaving, all of it came in. And I was just like, I was just like fucking Pepe Le Pew when he smells the fucking scent for that shit. I don't know what it is. If it's that I'm a degenerate piece of white trash myself or what, but I'm a sucker for tweaker pussy. Oh, Beef Durkee in the chat says, did they or you do any poppers? No, but we have a topic of discussion around that coming up a little bit, possibly. Yeah, poppers, I was never around poppers. Meth was definitely the weirdest shit I ever did. Tweaker pussy, we were talking about. What else? So, Jesse asks in the chat, was anyone doing gay shit at rehab? Yes. And there was one guy that would he would fuck other guys, I guess, and then he would be talking behind their backs and calling them faggots, and it's like, ugh. It's no bueno. I guess it really is like the vampire. You just gotta let it in. If you tell it no, it can't come in.
Boy ain't right, I tell you what.
All right, what's up, Jesse?
Everyone's ears perked up when you started talking about tweaker pussy.
Yes, tweaker pussy is fucking phenomenal. Now, I didn't get any while I was in there.
Did you didn't have sex with anyone while you were in there?
No. I got a cute girl's number, but no,
How low were you willing to go when it comes to tweaker? Like, can they be so methed out that they're scabbed over?
No.
Hair?
Now, look, if there's a scab or two, that's one thing. But no, if they're like all
That's
fucking if their face is like all tore up, like where they've been just digging and digging and digging at it, like a lot of tweakers do. No, I can't do that.
Like, you ever see those mugshot progressions of a tweaker where each one they're looking like more and more like a mutant alien?
Yeah.
All right. So on the scale of, number 1 to number 5, where's the cutoff?
Okay. My cutoff is going to be, well, see, that's a big jump though. That's a big jump. I'm going to say the top right. I'm going with the top right here.
That's the cutoff?
Yeah, that's
Still
the cutoff.
willing to fuck that one. What about number 6?
Oh my God. That's just, isn't that like Eugenia Kumi in 10 years?
I'd say my favorite one is number 8, where it looks like she lives in a sewer and it, comes up through your toilet and bites you on the butthole.
Well, that looks like one of the mole people they have in Vegas. Yeah.
If I had to guess, you'd probably, in a pinch, you'd do 4.
Look, in a pinch, yeah. In a pinch, but if I can help it, no, I'm not going for 4.
In a slightly bigger pinch, you'd do 5.
No, see, no,
I feel like the real true cutoff is number 6.
That's disgusting. No? Number 6, that's I mean, like, so? I'm gonna say, look, in a fucking pinch, I'll go to 4. In a pinch, I would go to 4.
Okay.
So
did you meet anyone in rehab that you would consider doing, like, hosting your show with you?
Yes.
You did. And if you let them co-host, would you call it Opiate and Anthony?
That's funny, but there's somebody I've talked to a little bit in there, and I'm not saying anything's going to come of it, but no, I didn't.
Wait, was it a guy or a girl?
Well, it's tweaker pussy, bro.
Oh, I'm asking about somebody who would co-host your show with you, but you're talking about a lady?
Yeah, we're both talking about the same thing here.
All right, I think we got to all right. I think we both know why we got to come back to that, because I definitely have some big time questions about some shit going on. If you're cool with that, we don't have to.
I mean, I'm fine with it right now.
I think you know what I'm talking about, but I want to ask you one more thing about this Brady bunch of meth we've got going on here. Which one of those has the absolute bomb assest pussy there is?
Number 1. No question.
Oh, well, then that's almost not a tweaker.
No, see, number 1's more of a tweaker than 2. It goes backwards.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 are flipped.
I see what you're saying there. But you were saying tweaker pussy's amazing, so I would assume, somewhere on the bottom row, that's where the pussy gets the juiciest. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice,
Yeah, I can understand why you think that. But no, it's one of those things. I think that most things in moderation, and tweaker pussy's no exception. So, yeah, a moderate amount of meth usage would make the perfect tweaker pussy, in my opinion.
Okay, so you were fucking chatting up tweaker pussy in there, and considering you said you got a number, did you talk to them about the fact that you do this show?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What? All right. So that's you gotta walk us through that. Tell us about that conversation.
One of she came in like 10 days before I left, and so like one day out at Rex, she's out there cracking jokes about how like she's saying she's seeing shadow people and shit like that, which.
Hell yeah, Hat Man.
Exactly. It was a lot of casual talk. I explained a little bit how I've been a goon and got the shit beat out of me, but
you told a tweaker in rehab you're a goon?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I know. Now you're considering bringing on a drug addict as a co-host.
Exactly. You got the idea. I'm not saying I'm full of great ideas.
I know my people must be wondering the same thing that I'm wondering. So you had a co-host on named Fed that there was sort of a relationship going on with.
No, those were one-way feelings, and I think we all know this. Or me and you do, at least. The audience is now learning.
Only you had feelings for her, or
yeah, she loves her job, bro. Come on.
What? Okay, why do you keep saying that? I literally don't know what that means in this instant.
We're in a loop.
What does that mean? All right, Clay. Can I broadcaster to broadcaster? You gotta stop like dancing around and just say whatever this fucking means, because the audience, even if I knew what you meant, they don't know. But I don't know what you mean either. So now it's me and your whole audience lost.
Dude, there's nothing there, man. There's nothing there. I mean,
what does that mean?
It means I've got feelings for the girl, but like she go her way because there's nothing there, bro. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out.
Well, what happened? Did you guys break up before you went into rehab?
We were never together in the first place. Once there was no communication, then that's dead in the water. I think that's pretty simple. I mean,
did she stop talking to you when you went?
Yeah, well, there was one point. Yeah, nothing was said for like 3 weeks. So it's dead in the water.
You were in rehab. How was she supposed to communicate with you? That's what I'm not getting.
It's all this goofy Daniel shit, dude. It's nothing personal. It's the game, right? Honestly, I would love to have a real conversation with feds. I would love that. But my point is I don't see it happening. And that's where I wanted to try to keep it wrapped up in a nice little bow. Because I'm telling you, that whole situation felt like it was to try to get me to do some fucking weird fruity shit, dude. And like, it was prefaced with the dress thing.
What does that mean?
It was also right after the fucking dress conversation.
I don't want to relive it.
That was ridiculous, bro. You know that was ridiculous.
I am not relitigating this fucking dress thing. It is a silly thing to offhandedly tell.
It was a silly conversation, yeah.
And if you look here,
and I'm fine. People can think that I'm crazy for it. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys. I guess I won't be needing this anymore. Fake piss. When you're a drug addict, you need piss? Yeah, when you're a drug addict, you need fake piss, bro. That's a thing. I was gonna throw this.
What's it made of? What is it made of?
See, that's actually a really good question.
Can you drink it?
No, you're not supposed to drink it. No, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to drink it. It says not.
Let's look into that. What's fake piss?
You pass ingredients.
It's apparently the ingredients are the ingredients of piss.
Ew. I really don't want
That's what it says.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, creatine, uric acid. Yeah, uric acid's not good for you.
You can drink piss. What are you talking about? You can drink uric acid. Does it smell like piss when you open it up and you smell it?
From what I remember, no. Let me smell it real quick.
Open it up and give it a sniff. See if it smells like piss.
A little bit. Because
you got to do something funny with the piss. You can't introduce that you have fake piss and then do nothing with it. It's just the ingredients of piss mixed together to look like piss. Give it one chug.
No, I'm not giving it a chug.
It's not going to kill you to
I
chug
am not giving it a chug. That is disgusting. And I should have knew better. I should have saved this until you were off the mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gargle it.
No, not a gargle. I am not gargling this shit.
Gargle. No, gargle. Come on.
Ugh. I am not gargling that. That was awful. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. That is.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like piss. Like I would imagine piss to taste like. I mean, it's salty. It's acidic. It's gross. That was awful.
It's not. I mean, it's not piss though. It's just the ingredients of piss mixed together to look like piss.
Like I don't even have the excuse of being on drugs for this. You guys, at least the shit I did when I was on drugs, I had the excuse. I was high. What's my excuse now? I'm a fucking idiot. Well, is there anything else you wanted to hit on, Jesse? Because I'm feeling like this was a pretty good comeback. I am. Oh, I'm gonna kill this stream. What is up, guys? What is up? Now, start this episode off. I really just I need to start off apologizing because I normally don't like to do this, but this show has been kind of undergoing change so quickly, and not just this show, but the landscape around it, that I'm kind of struggling to keep up a little bit. Well, somebody's saying I'm back on the wagon. Well, I better not be. I fucking have a Vivitrol shot fresh in my ass. It sucks, dude. It fucking drives me the fuck out. Give me a second, guys. Holy shit. There's a reason these sunglasses are on, and it's not because I'm on fucking drugs, alright? Alright. God damn it. This is falling apart at the seams. Okay, so I wanted to nail my transitions here. Take a look at this, guys. I paid to have a cameo done, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So take a quick look at this.
Oh my god, No.
What are you doing? Okay, now just keep it going. Did you start it?
Yeah.
All right. Go.
Hi everyone. I just literally want you guys to not believe the rumors that you hear about Mr. Shaman, because when it comes to drugs, Mr. Shaman has never done drugs. Literally, I met him in the elevator and he said that he was not going to tell the feds. whatever that means. You're watching.
Here's what you're watching. You're watching Nikki just have a panic attack because
you're watching the Shaman. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow the Comedy Shaman's audience.
And here's what you're watching. You're watching Nikki do the second one because the first one, the volume didn't come out because it was on the counter.
I did another one, Mr. Shaman, and I put it down and I lost the audio. Hold my phone for a second.
I'm not your camera person.
Okay, and then the light on top of it.
No.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm not holding the light. I'm not doing that.
Okay, and so yeah, to all of you Mr. Shaman's audience people, I'm here to make it very freaking clear that he does not do any drugs. And you are not to believe the rumors. Literally, no, can't believe the rumors. And you're watching the Shaman.
Ugh. God damn it, guys. I'm just trying to do my show here. We're having a good time. Okay, here she is. It's the one and only Feds. How are you, Feds?
Good. How have you been?
Well, it's been a wild fucking ride, I'll say that. A lot of shit's happened since we last talked.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I was not ready for this conversation at this moment, but suppose when opportunity presents itself.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
God. Well, you want to do the coverage here with me of the Ethan Van Sciver and blaming the children, and we can get into all that.
Sure. You'll have to talk me through it though, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're good. I got you. Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so we've got Jesse in the chat. He's saying, "Is this a bit for real, Shaman? You've got the real Feds on. You're just doing Ricada coverage." Well, there is a lot to unpack between us, and I don't want all of that to be on air, unless it's supposed to be on air, in which case probably shouldn't be doing this in the first place. But yeah, like no, I don't want to be airing everything out there, especially if we haven't talked about it. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to jump on for super duper long, but
Oh, well,
I'm glad you're clean. Love you bunches. We'll figure out a time for me to co-host actually, and not pop in the middle of a stream.
that'd make me really happy. And
Fabulous.
I really appreciate you coming on. It was really nice talking to you, Feds.
It was good talking to you.
All right, I'll let you go, but yeah, I'll get a hold of her here. She's one hell of a girl. Feds and we're looking at pursuing some sort of either relationship, or I don't know what this thing is where we're co-hosts and possibly dating. I don't know. I guess we're dating. And so there is a lot of tension between us. But we care a lot about each other. So this thing between me and her, it's gonna continue. She's gonna come back on the show. We are gonna be doing shows together in the future. I am very happy to announce that. We really just started to come to these conclusions recently. Yeah, Feds is my girl. Really care about. Okay. There is a possibility that that the last show I did where I bailed out early may or may not have had an anxiety attack with an edible kicking in. Pretty fucking embarrassing, but it's what happened. I'm back on recovery, and look, I understand weed ain't a fucking big deal, but if you're like me and you've been a fucking junkie, you gotta really be. Well, that's just reality. I was like a deer in headlights because I could feel just the steam leaving me. I'm like, oh shit. Then I see Jesse in the chat. I'm like, oh no, the fucking A-logging is coming. So I've got like a edible kicking in full blast, just staring at the chat, and like in my head, I'm just like, dude, bail. And so yeah, I got the fuck out of there, and I was like, all right, I'm just putting it down. I'm putting it down for a fucking. I was like, all right, I need to recenter. Be sober for a week, all that good shit. So yeah, obviously a week's not long enough. I gotta fucking continue this for life. But yeah, I'm doing well, guys. So yeah, that's what happened with that. I'm the fucking jackass. All right, what's up, man?
The last episode you did, we didn't know anything was going on.
I know.
And then I tuned in, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, you just shut down the whole stream.
Oh, dude, it's a good thing I did, because like I could feel it's like, so if I would have just smoked, which I'd actually done this stream before, that wouldn't have happened. But my dumbass took an edible, and when an edible kicks in hard, it's like a different high completely than fucking weed itself.
The stream cut. I mean, literally just cut to black. You didn't even say like, "Oh, you gotta go." It just cut to black. We were like, "Oh, did his internet cut out?" Then you go and you posted in your Discord this kind of dramatic thing saying like you're back on stuff, and we're like, "Is he hooked on meth again? Is it what is it?" There's a part of me that was like, oh my God, I've been telling everybody, no, Shaman's he went to rehab. He's really done it. He kicked the habit. And then you fucking are like, I'm back on junk. I'm sorry. And I'm like, what the shit? And you just disappear for a week.
Well,
it was crazy.
Well, I just wanted to make sure when I came back, I was firing on all cylinders. And I think we've accomplished that.
You certainly are. And I got to say, I literally thought it was like a bit when Feds came on. Like I thought you had set something up and it was like going to be a thing, like a joke back on us or something.
Oh man, no!
I had no idea you guys were talking again.
It's complicated. I'll say that, but it's not complicated in a bad way. It's just.
I will say this: when she came on, the reason I thought it was a bit is when she came on. I mean, you could cut that tension with a knife.
No shit,
it was.
Dude. You ain't fucking.
That
kidding.
was scary. Like, and then you were just like, you're Mr. Content. You're like, let's plow through and start doing Ricada coverage. I'm like, what? I'm sorry to like be in the chat and be like, hold your horses. But...
And I get it. And I saw you guys talking in the chat and I'm like, no, they need some context to this. Dude, I've been waiting to talk to her forever and I've been trying to give her space.
Wait, was that wasn't the first time you spoke to her?
In a minute, dude.
On air was like the first time you really talked to her?
Yeah, not.
Oh my.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why, bro. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
I was like, what's the guy's name? Jim Norton. You play that Jim Norton thing at the top of the show, so I was like, is this part of the bit or something? But like, I missed this. Is there the possibility that you guys are doing the show together again or no?
That's not a possibility. That's confirmed. That's happening.
That's 100% happening?
As far as I know, yes. I mean, we just talked about it earlier today in text, and yeah.
Like there was some sort of instant connection you felt with Feds, when not just as like a person-to-person thing, but as an entertainer.
No, absolutely. I mean, like
what is it specifically? Like, what is it you felt the first time? Because I mean, we all saw it. Like when she was on the show, it was a better show.
It's her wit, man. Like I mean, the reality is like, she's not just funny for a girl. She's one of the funniest fucking people I've ever met in my life. And I don't even think she really got to shine on my show that much, to be honest, because I know how funny she is. And she barely even showed what she can do. I'm honestly a little intimidated because like, I don't know what to fucking expect doing a show with her, but what I am expecting is that it's going to be absolutely fucking insane.
Do you worry at all about the whole phenomenon?
Not with her. No, the hole's a very real thing. And that's what I said that the first time she was on the show. I was like, yeah, she's not a hole. Dude, I think she's a complete fucking enigma that I'm going to be blessed to work with.
Do you think she's going to be more your Jules, more your April, or more your Nikki?
Oh God, none of those females, or even if you want to include Nikki, yeah, none of those females really are natural entertainers. Now, Nikki is naturally good at agitating, which is good for entertainment. But as for being an actual like entertainer, the senses aren't there. Feds has that sense. She's got that sense completely. Now, like you said, there was the tension earlier, and that fucks everything up. But that's why I fell for her. I mean,
yeah, she's in her right mind for sure.
Well, and the thing, even when she's not, she's hilarious, dude.
Oh, really?
I think so. I find her to be one of the funniest people I've ever met, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I don't talk about women like that. Women aren't fucking funny.
That's true. Women aren't funny. I do agree with that.
Yeah. So I mean, with her, it's fucking weird, dude. I feel like I'm in uncharted territory, but I'm gonna try to enjoy the ride.
With this edible deal, that means you went out and got that edible. Should we be on shaman watch?
No, well, I mean, put it this way: I'm not exactly in a zone where I'm clear of all fucking temptations. So,
because we know that you're willing to use fake piss and stuff.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I know that.
Didn't you tell me the on the episode where you drank the fake pee pee that you've used like a fake cock to do fake?
No,
piss
I haven't used now I've used fake piss. I have not used the Whizzinator. I've never purchased a Whizzinator.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me. What was that again?
Okay, so I've never used a Whizzinator, but a Whizzinator is a fake cock that's got like a tube through it, and I think you squeeze the bottle into it or something like that for fucking passing drug test if you have like a probation officer that's gonna watch you piss.
Do you like? All right, if it was a facility where they watch you when you piss to see if you fake it, do you think they would do that with the chicks too, or no?
I'm
wondering if they get it easier. You know what I'm talking about?
I bet you they do. I bet you they do. Because like, so it's supposed to be somebody of the same gender that watches you unless you agree otherwise. And so I'm sure the women are going to want, a woman watching. And if you think about it, when a woman's doing something like that, they're not going to fucking be as intense as the guy security guards are usually.
Yeah, what do you even do to watch a woman piss? Like you have to like look over the lip of the bowl into the
well, I guess you could you could fucking
make her hover.
Well, you could get down on the ground so you get the angle up at it,
Yeah, hell yeah, Bray. That's weaker pussy, am I right?
Goddamn right.
People are going to be really against me on this one. Fine, I don't care. I've come to a point where there's too many talented, creative trans people where I like their art and their stuff they make and their works and I want to be friends with them. And I'm just going to have to put up with the fact that, and I realize there's so many creative people and like tech people who are trans. It's this thing, and I guess it's partially autism. Being trans is just a way of being creative. Okay? It's just getting really creative with your body. And how is that any different than having tattoos? So if you have tattoos, you're trans. I call being trans being creative now.
Lovely.
I just realized you have a tattoo on your chest and I can see it. I swear I didn't say that because
I took a lot of offense to it, Jesse. I'm highly offended over here.
Is that a Led Zeppelin tat?
Yeah, I need to get it off.
Why? You don't want to be creative? I don't know. I'm open-minded about trans people now. Like you see a guy and he like styles his hair weird, or somebody fucking gets a weird tattoo and you're like, oh wow, that must be a creative, that's an artist. And then all of a sudden a trans person gets really creative with their genitals and you're like, what? Ew. It's just creativity.
Oh my god. My fucking bowels are killing me. I gotta fucking shit and get off here.
You gotta take a big wet shit. You got IBS, you got internet blood sports going on.
Yeah, the ridges in my bowels are gone, my friends.
I'm very happy to hear about this Fed's news. Is she going to be on the next episode or what's up?
We're going to try to make that happen. I'm not going to make a promise yet, but we're going to try to make it happen.
Is she going to be on camera for it?
That's up to her. That's completely up to her.
Okay. You didn't move on at any point, start dating some other girl and fucking her?
Dude, I ain't shooting ropes to nobody else. Let's leave it at that.
Whoa. Wait, does that mean you shoot ropes to feds?
I mean, you use context and figure it out, brother.
I think that's what do you jack off? Like does she send you nudes?
I don't. Okay, this is done. This is done. We're not doing this anymore. I gotta go shit.
What are you jacking off?
I gotta go shit, guys. It has been a great stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys being here. You all have a lovely night.
You're the one who said shoot ropes.
Mwah. Love you all.
Are you about to shoot ropes into the toilet?
You guys need to really get in the right mindset for what's going on here, because I think by the end of this episode, you're going to have some questions yourself. It is strange what is going on. Now, no, Feds has not came back yet. I know, trust me, we want Feds. I know. Trust me. Guys, you're not telling me nothing. I want her back too. She's in VC? God damn it. What? Every time we fucking talk, it's on the show. A fucking rom-com, I swear to God. Alright, I'm joining the VC with. Hey, what's up? You're on the show.
Hello.
How you been, babe?
Good. How have you been?
Very good. It's a little awkward that every time we talk, it seems to be on air, but I'm kind of fine with it in the same note, too. I was kind of hoping you would... I was kind of hoping you would come on tonight to tell me I'm a conspiracy wacko.
You're a conspiracy wacko.
Oh, we've got Mr. Burgers in the chat. What's up? Or in the VC. What's up, Mr. Burgers? Babe, do you wanna stay on the show for today? It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Stay on the show.
Okay, cool.
Shimon, I thought, didn't you tell me you were going to do an episode about that boy wife shit?
All right. Okay. I got it. I got to tell the story now. Okay, see, I tried to avoid this, but if we're gonna fucking go down this route, then I'll do what I got to do.
People in chat are saying, "What is boy wife?"
Oh fuck, man. Oh fuck. Oh yeah.
Explain to the universal audience what a boy wife.
I scrolled back in the chat, and also people were saying, "You tell."
Actually, Fed, can you explain what a boy wife is?
I don't really know the technical definition of a boy wife, so I'm gonna sit that one out.
Okay, so Fed, are you and Shaman dating? Is that like official?
Yeah, it's been official.
That's what I thought.
Beneficial?
That's what I thought.
Officiated it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Last time I
Shaman,
checked.
number one, high five up top.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice. My wife.
Okay, I have to point something out.
My boy wife.
Listen, I have to point something out. Stalin in the chat just asked if this is related to Jim Norton. I'm just gonna say it now. That joke is never gonna get the payoff it deserves. And that was a joke I've been wanting to make for months now.
A boy wife is when a man is your wife. It's really not complicated.
So, all right, Shaman
It
says
seems
Fed,
complicated.
that you had a man or a boy wife, like a man was your wife. What was going on with that? Because if you guys are official, that... And Shaman, this is what I've been confused about, why I said you needed to confront him. What does that mean? Does that make you her new boy wife if you guys are dating? And Shaman kept saying, no, that could never be me. You know, he's like Alex Stein with his dead mom. That could never be me. And
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I think it could easily be you, actually. You need to confront this guy about this shit. And this guy's name was Zephod.
I still love you, babe. Come on.
Oh, I said yeah. I don't know.
I still love you, babe.
Sorry.
So I just want to make sure that you are actually interested in Shaman for Shaman, and you're not trying to turn him into some sort of little giggle puss for your, degenerate sexual desires.
I don't think even he would agree with what you just said. I think that would be absolutely on the table. But if he's not open to being a boy wife, that's fine.
Or that it is within a woman's nature to try to take a man's manhood to test us. That is how women are programmed. It's just a nature thing.
I agree with you.
Now, if we allow them to start doing some shit like that, they're probably going to do it. You know? So, I mean...
Listen, me and you both come from the old school He-Man Woman Haters Club, anti-feminist. Wait, how big are you, Fed?
I'm 6'5".
I thought you were 6'2". God damn.
No.
6'5".
I did not realize you. I knew you were tall.
I thought you was 6'2".
You're almost as tall as
Jesus
me.
Christ.
We've had this conversation. All of us.
No, you said you were 6.
I honestly
and I
don't remember
quote, "I'm 6'2" on a tall day."
I might have said 6'2" to be like coy and make myself seem smaller than I am, but I genuinely
you gotta understand. I mean, you gotta understand, Shaman. Like a lady, when a guy lies about his height, he goes up. When a girl lies, she goes down. You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
How tall are you again, Shaman?
5'9", and I love her. I fucking love her though. God damn it! Can't believe she's 6'5". Damn. I love you, babe. Holy shit. No boy wife shit though. I love you, babe. Oh, I appreciate you being part of this. Obviously, we've got some shit that, you know, is going to come up down the road, but I really have a lot of faith in this. I do. I love you guys, but I love my girl.
Well, I gotta go to bed anyway because I've got work like crazy early in the morning.
Okay.
So why don't you finish your show and I'll dip out. You
All
do
right.
what you're gonna do, and then I'll watch it in the morning.
Okay. Well, I love you very much, babe. You have a good night. Okay.
I love you too. You have a good night.
Talk to you later. All right, and there she goes, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce she's back, and she's on camera this time. Now her camera's a little distorted for us. Let me turn that down. God. There she is. I had no idea she was going to be on camera. Thank you for joining us, Feds. I really appreciate it. It's been a minute since you've been here. So,
Hello.
How are you feeling about being here?
H2BH.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you can call me Danny. You don't have to call me Feds for the show.
Okay.
It's out there. It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's cool. Well, yeah, it's been a very strange, what has it been about since we started talking? I mean, just as friends, what, like 5 months now? At least? 5-6 months? I've been reading a lot of different comments on different servers about different people's opinions on, you know, us and how they perceive it with PODAWFUL people that I really trust, they get a wholesome take on this. They do. And then I talk to people in NLO that I trust, that I really do. I trust their opinions. And, they truly believe that this is on some shady shit. And I know it's not. But it's wild seeing the different perceptions. And what I was going to say is the dynamic we have between us, you know, you and I, Danny, is it has drastically changed over the past 5-6 months. I mean, like a lot. And I think we both changed as people.
Elaborate on that. What do you mean?
I mean that the chemistry between us has changed. The dynamic has changed. I think we've changed as people. And I say that in a good way. I do. I don't think the way we interact is anything like when we first met. And that's a good thing. I do believe that. But it's just weird to see. It's kind of it's bizarre to be a part of, honestly. And I don't know how you feel about this. I haven't talked to you about it that much, but being in the public eye for this,
well, I don't really
wild.
think the NLO people. I don't think the NLO people really have much that they can base things on because they don't see us. Like, what have we done? 2, 3, 4 shows together tops?
No, that's true. That's true.
So they only see what's on your YouTube versus like the PODAWFUL people or the Running with Rifles people have seen us like off air, if you will. So it's a different dynamic to witness for sure.
The different perceptions people have are completely understandable just because this is such a bizarre situation. I do believe that.
I thought you were against the second wife mic thing.
Listen, what works.
I mean, I love Norton and his wife. I think they're funny.
They are. That's what I'm saying. It's like, here's the thing with Norton. Norton, actually, his show with his wife is much better than Jim and Sam, no doubt. Even though I've made fun of it, it's actually kind of entertaining. He is funny. I'm not going to take that from him. He's just such a degenerate fuck. And he gets off on being shamed in the public eye. And that's where...
Well, the funniest guys are degenerate fucks. I mean, realistically.
But you can't turn your podcast into being publicly... it's a public humiliation ritual. That's his podcast. And I mean, yeah, see, Victoria's in the chat. She's saying...
I mean, if that's what's paying the bills. It's keeping his wife happy. Happy wife, happy life.
Well,
you know?
Sirius XM pays his bills for now. But I think what somebody asked if his wife is a dude. Well, put it this way: if you look at the thread for
Listen, if his wife is a dude, she's pretty hot.
Listen,
That's all I'm saying. And he did go for himself. God bless him.
Oh, you didn't hear. So I don't actually dislike Nikki. I kind of like Nikki, believe it or not, because Nikki is funny. I'm not even going to deny that.
He did the impossible. He turned a whore into a housewife. Good for him. I mean, Nikki is better than what most guys could do. So, I mean, cam whore or not, I think Jim is lucky. Is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy.
I don't know. But like, okay, so I'm in, let me finish this. I was in rehab, all right? And I'm sitting at the computer doing the research for my show on O&A forums. And I'm scrolling through the Jim Norton thread. And guess what comes up? Nikki Norton's cock. Right there on the screen as I'm scrolling through the thread. One of my buddies walks right by me and looks over my shoulder. He's like, dude, what are you looking at? And how do I explain? I mean, what do I say? What do you say? There's nothing to say. I'm like, well, I'm my show. I do comedy, and it's like, oh fuck.
There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. That guy 100% is like, this man looks at cock. That's it. You can't save that one. Would you buy that story? Would you? No. I wouldn't, personally.
No.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't either.
I watched your show when I was in rehab. We go through it. And nobody thinks I look at cock. That's pretty funny.
Oh, I thought you'd enjoy that.
Because, like, we both like Norton and Nikki, and, like, so do you think Norton is, like, technically gay?
At this point...
Or do you think, like, Nikki's hot enough that, like, it doesn't matter?
Oh, you don't know. Oh, you're not aware. So, Norton, he brings on, I can't remember her name, some female comic. But anyways... she's talking to Nikki about dildos, all right? And Nikki starts talking about how, like, Nikki used to have a dildo tree, I guess, in her room, whatever. And then Nikki says, like, well, I don't have dildo tree anymore. I don't like anal. Now, if Nikki's got a big old cock and Nikki don't like anal, what else is going on? I mean, like, I could give Jim a pass if it was
okay. With all due respect, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you won't do it.
I didn't.
That's all I'm saying.
Look, I just said. You asked the question.
That doesn't necessitate that Jim is the bottom. Wait, do you know what the machine elves are?
Now, okay, I know what a machine elf is.
Oh my God.
I've never seen one myself, but I'm aware of what they are.
What do you know about machine elves?
Oh, that's when you smoke DMT, they're the little fellas you talk to.
And I've never talked to them.
I haven't either. I'm just saying I've heard from people that like have done a lot of DMT.
I've done DMT. I've
me
never
too.
talked to the machine elves.
Me either.
What am I missing?
I don't see. They say they're these little bubbly, like, gnome things, I guess, in another dimension, and when they poke you, you turn into one of them, supposedly. I don't know. That's what I've heard. That's what people tell me. I don't know if it's true or not, but...
That sounds fantastic.
Well, they say there's a sense of euphoria when the machine elf touches you. They say you realize that you're all part of one or some shit. I don't fucking know, but that's what I've heard, at least. So, when you say machine elves, that's what I think of.
Dude, I feel like I want to do DMT now. Have you talked to the Hat Man?
I have not.
That's a treat, dude. That's a great fucking
Whoa. See, okay.
It is. Everyone says it's scary. I think they're crazy. Those people just have, like, guilty, like, subconsciousness shit going on.
Good lord.
That man's a cool motherfucker if you're, like, not a weird person.
Oh, shit.
You're looking at me crazy. Have you talked to the Hat Man?
No! I've done a lot of drugs, babe. I have never talked to the Hat Man. I am curious now.
What? Okay, I'm fairly certain we've done all the same drugs.
Well, probably, except
Like,
for maybe a few.
I'm pretty sure.
Save maybe a few research chemicals, but yeah.
Research chemicals.
Look, I had a.
That's not like a real brand of drug.
Well, 4-ACO
What do you
specifically.
mean?
4-ACO specifically. It's an analog of psilocin.
What's the street name for that?
4-ACO DMT. It's an analog of psilocin. I haven't done it in like 7 years
So
now,
it's with a psilocin, not like a psilocybin.
well, psilocin is just it's a metabolized form of psilocybin, and it basically metabolizes the same. But yeah, Jesse in the chat.
Okay, so it's like shrooms, but it's like
yes, it is like shrooms, but
because are we on even footing? Like, what have you done?
Oh God, okay.
Because there's meth and there's weed.
Okay, so I've done my share, a lot of acid in my day. Done a good bit of shrooms.
Okay.
Well, okay, so to give you a fair history on it, I didn't start off doing speed and shit. Like, I started off with pills because, like, when I was I was at OSU. And I was on summer break, and I broke my hand dunking. I told you part of this, but I got prescribed 100. It was like starting. I think it was 180 milligrams of oxy a day, and then it went down to like 120. And then I got pulled off from 120 to nothing, which I couldn't fucking handle at all. I couldn't handle that shit at all. And then I was like basically Ethan Ralph for a couple years after that. A couple years, more like fucking 5, 6 shit. Good minute. But yeah, so it was like. That kind of got me down the pill rabbit hole, and I fucking was big for like a year. I was big into Xannies with the perks, and then I fucking started doing harder dope, you know. But yeah, so I mean, I like before that though, I did like psychedelics too, obviously. Well,
I've probably done 10 pounds of acid in my life. That's not like that's not that much.
A drug that's measured in micrograms. You've done 10 pounds of course. But
in my life, probably. I feel like Mr. Shaman. I feel like I've done more psychedelics than you. I think I've done more drugs than you in general. Just
that's
like
this is not a pissing contest.
I'm almost certain.
This is not a pissing contest.
You're the shaman, right? You're the psychedelics guy. It's not even a pissing contest. It's a pissing contest. So whatever. First show back, we're just gonna go fucking like balls to the wall, right? Just brutal honesty. Because I got a little high before the show started. That's why I couldn't answer your calls. I was away from everything.
You're good. Hey, I'm just happy you're here.
Of course I am. That's how you loosen up, you relax before the show. I don't do it on the show, usually. But like just kinda get some first back nerves out, you know?
Oh, I get that. Trust me, I get that.
What the fuck was I talking? Oh, pissing! So for the fucking universal audience or whatever, I had a little stint in rehab, whatever. Fuck that. Left that. That's rehab's for quitters. Fuck it. But I got a new job, right? I got a new job at a rehab, and like, they give me a company car, dude. Not even. I'm not bullshitting you. It was the next fucking day. Next fucking day, I got rear-ended by another car. Wasn't even my fault. Wasn't even my fucking fault, dude. How incredible. Absolutely incredible. My stroke of luck. And I had to... They were like, you have 72 hours to submit to a drug test, or you're fired. And I'm like, I can't not have this... This is the only job that'll take me at this point. Because the economy sucks. Whatever. That was a fucking nightmare. I don't know how many piss tests. I know you talked about it. Didn't you drink fake piss? Wait, you have talked about this. You've talked about the fake piss thing.
It tasted horrible.
Am I making that up? Am I fucking crazy?
No, you're not making that up.
You did. Okay, you did. What did it taste like? I would think it's like sugar water.
Okay,
but
listen.
obviously you would know.
No, I thought about this. I thought about this after I did it. You know, the night after, I was like, what could I compare that to? And I never really talked about it afterwards. But I know what I can compare it to now. All right. Imagine you have a bowl of cornflakes. All right. Now you take that bowl of cornflakes.
Your cornflakes.
Well, hold on. Take those cornflakes. Now pour salt water in them. All right. Leave them there overnight. The next morning, drink that bowl of water. That's what it is. It's like cornflakes were left out in a bowl of salt water.
All right. So you have used fake piss?
Yeah. And but when I did it, I wasn't. They didn't watch me.
Like, did you have someone standing in there with you?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
See, yeah,
Dude.
I didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have even tried.
Hey, this guy was fucking Hawkeyes on me. Hawkeyes, dude. It was nuts. I was like pouring
that's
sweat,
uncomfortable.
just like,
oh God.
Oh fuck. He's gonna know.
So,
it was not good. It was not good. I passed. We're all good.
Well, they do. Okay, so I get my Vivitrol shot every month, and they do have to piss test me legally for that because, like, if you're on Vivitrol and you take either an opiate or drink alcohol, your body will reject it. So, like, they have to piss test you to make sure, and they do have to piss test me there, but, like, they don't watch me that close. Now, I will tell you right now, if they were watching closely, I don't know, like, that would take me forever just to, like, even properly do that drug test. I can't imagine, like, no, God, no. Actually,
anxiety?
Yeah, I mean, like, if somebody's right there fucking staring at you doing it, like, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's...
Oh, see, I think that makes me piss harder.
Really?
Hold on, I want to show you something.
Oh, go for it. Oh, God. That's great. Yeah, thank you. We needed that. Yeah, you weren't joking about 8 inches in hard, were you? You weren't joking about 8 inches in hard.
I wasn't lying.
No, you weren't.
That's bigger than 8 inches.
Oh, God.
You talked about your Wizinator.
I never had a Wizinator. No, because the times...
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, because the times I took the drug test, they never watched me do it. No, I never. I've talked about a Wizinator. I never had one.
Bullshit, you've...
No, I've never had a Wizinator.
I didn't say you did. I said
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
I said you talked about it.
No, I did. Sorry. I misheard you. My apologies. Yes, absolutely. Now the chat's freaking out about your little shenanigans. But
because it's fucking hilarious. Dude, I wanted to show you. How else do you think I passed a fucking piss test? It wasn't with that dude fucking watching me.
Oh, God. Yep. Jesse, Shaman's perfect woman.
I remember your Wizinator thing.
Oh, God. Oh, lovely.
I forgot about that. Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
That is funny. That is funny. They're all saying the perfect woman, and they're right. Yep. She was bound to pull something like this. Yeah, see, she was bound to pull something like this on me.
Why was I bound?
I knew you were gonna pull something like this.
I'm never bound.
I knew it. And it's okay. I love you
like
dearly.
What?
I love you dearly.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get
I don't think I know there's nothing really to explain to the chat. Like and literally at every other aspect of my life, besides that Shaman calls me a lady and his lady or whatever, like everybody knows me as a dude. Like that's just always been the case. It's just funny. That's how I passed a drug test, having a fat cock.
That's terrifying. That is terrifying.
Why is
now,
that
not the part that people, whatever people call you. How the fuck do we live in?
I mean, you've known that I've been Daniel, right? Like you knew that. I told you this months ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's not like a shock to you.
No.
It was just a shock to the audience. It's just something to rile their jimmies.
Yeah, and see this. Here's the thing: is now I feel like we should have at least or bring up the conversation where I was losing my fucking mind and me and you and Jesse were all in it. Now, you identify as you identify, but what is your biological sex?
Transphobic to ask me that, but I mean, my assigned at birth is female. Sure.
Thank you. That's all I was.
But
saying. Now you can identify as you want.
This doesn't look right.
You can identify however you want. You can identify however you want. You're my baby girl. You know that. You can flop that around as much as you want.
Right. Yeah.
You can flop that around as much as you want. Make a spectacle as much as you want. You're my baby girl.
I like holding it. It's
know.
like a stim toy.
Yeah. So you like to hold people as political prisoner. Oh God, I love you, but Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Oh wow, I did not see this.
Holding people political prisoners what gets you off.
Oh man. Well, this is
I can do that helicopter with it too.
Oh, this is fucked. Oh. Woman. Oh,
you could at least, I mean, you could respect my pronouns.
I could.
Well, man.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
You could. It wouldn't be that difficult.
Mm-hmm. That's why that's the first time that's coming up, huh?
What do you mean first time? Sorry.
I've only been calling you.
I got pretty fucking. I got trashed before this show.
It's okay. Listen to me. I knew you were gonna pull some shit, and I love you a lot. And
I had no intention on pulling anything. I had no intentions on anything. I just thought it'd be funny while we were on the subject, while we were talking about the drug test, blah, 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 blah. I just thought it'd be funny.
It was hilarious.
I'm not like...
Oh.
It's very fucking funny.
It is. Because
I'm very fucking funny.
You are.
Always will be.
That's why.
I'm like, technically speaking, intersex. So like, to me, the trans stuff, in a lot of cases, is like foolishness. Because you're like, well, you just decided to be that way. I've got medical paperwork and stuff. A little bit different. That's a little convoluted. You know?
Well,
I'm not bullshitting. I will pull it up. I have medical records.
You have medical records?
That's why my voice is so deep. Everybody thinks my voice is so sexy, but I, like, literally it's because I produce so much testosterone, because I have internal testes.
Okay.
Like, it's literally why my voice is like this. I have a really deep voice for a woman. Most people recognize that.
No, you do.
But they just don't know why. I know. Yeah, I'm not, like...
Well,
I'm not surprised when I hear that. You're like, oh,
I will
she
say
has such
this.
a sexy voice. Like, I sound like a dude. That's the point.
Processing that information is a little bit intense, because I know I love you. I do know that. So processing that...
You didn't already think that?
I thought it was just from taking hormones. The voice. I figured it was just from taking testosterone.
No.
I didn't know that.
You have to take it for, like, years and years and years for that to really make a difference.
Well...
But, no. They were trying to figure out which way I should go. Because they were like, well, what if we do testosterone? Because I already have, like, secondary, like, male characteristics. So like, let's just rock with that. But then, like, it fucks up your hair. And I'm really particular about my hair. So I stopped taking it.
Well, it don't bother you that I see you as
pussy
my baby.
Is there, but, like, gonads, right? Like, gonads are there.
Really?
Technically.
Well, you said they were in...
like, the clitoris and the penis. Yeah, that's what gonads are. You know that? gonads and testes are like it's interchangeable.
Well,
But they're still like they're there, right? So if they give me estrogen and turn into cancer, like they'll literally because it'll kill them basically. They'll be over estrogenized, and they're already producing testosterone. There's a low level of testosterone in estrogen because whatever. I don't know how much science you know about this, and I'm not trying to talk to you like an idiot. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just like explaining myself.
You're good. No, you're good.
But I'm on like 4 Adderall right now, so like that's a little part of this. I'm probably talking too much.
No,
That's
you're
probably
good.
the issue.
You're good. I needed to hear all
What?
this. No, I needed
You
to
get
hear-
it.
I do. I'm just saying I needed to hear all this. I needed to process it because I do know I love you.
I mean, eventually.
I know I love you, and I see you as my baby girl. I just do. Okay. So I'll process. I will.
Yeah. I live my life as Danny, love my man as Feds, you know? It's easy peasy. Process it, do what you gotta do.
It's I was pretty.
But it's not a big deal.
No,
like
no.
it doesn't change with me.
I know that. I already fell in love with you. I'm aware of that. And it's I will say this, I admire you a lot for being able to talk any of this. It's got to be hard as fuck. Gotta be.
It's not. Only thing hard is my dick. No, who cares? What are they gonna do? I don't care about anybody's opinion. But I mean, I love you so much because you've been nothing but like understanding and stuff about like my condition. It's been cool. It's refreshing, I'll say.
Love comes in many forms, I've learned, and where I guess maybe I should be more understanding of Norton myself.
I mean, as a shaman, you kind of have to be like,
I suppose so.
Super open-minded and stuff.
Yeah.
That was with the territory.
Yeah.
I think I think I speak for like everybody when I say like I admire you for being like so open with me.
Well, I had to listen to my heart on this one. And
good.
No, my heart definitely says that going forward with you on this is the way to go. You know that. I know that
As long
for
as
certain.
genital conditioning doesn't get in the way, then we're all kosher.
Yeah, that's bizarre. This is
What?
All of this, just reading the chat, processing this, and seeing the chat process this in real time. This is bizarre, and I love you so much. Holy shit!
I stopped looking at the chat.
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's wow. So okay, let's we can get into this Gino stuff. Now, I'll close this off by saying this. It bums me out a little bit knowing that you can't have kids, but I will say that I'm not-
Probably for the best.
no shit. First off, you're probably fucking right.
Even
Jesus
at a
Christ.
rehab,
Listen, you're
probably for the best.
You're probably right there. But listen, what I do know is oh God, fuck you, Jesse. God damn it, fuck you, Jesse.
What?
Oh,
What?
God damn it.
What?
God damn it. Oh, oh, Jesse, you motherfucker. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, holy shit. Okay, I gotta stop reading the chat.
Whatever. I don't even give a. I don't know what Jesse said. I'm not looking.
I gotta stop reading the chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't care.
okay. So, all right.
We could. Hey, it doesn't mean we can't try, right? To make a baby. We probably can. It's just whatever.
I like that idea.
All right.
I like that idea. Oh, now I've got my mods calling me gay. That's lovely. All
Who are
right.
your mods?
Oh,
I didn't even know you had mods on YouTube.
Lossless is one of them. Okay.
Lossless is a good shit. I like Lossless.
Oh God.
He's a good shit. He's got a good show.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I'm trying to keep up.
Oh.
I gotta stop reading the chat. It's killing me. All right. So.
Is it funny?
No, it's just I'll be honest, that's a little bit for me to process, and I will, okay, baby. I will.
Okay, so technically, with everything I can make children. I just can't be the mom. Technically, right? You're right.
That actually does make me feel better. You know, I need to process that in my time. The chat's gonna process this in theirs. Jesse saying he has to do a show on this. Oh, go for it, brother. I'm not gonna. I can't do nothing about that. If anything, I'll take the publicity. As long as they're on the inside and not the outright. Look, that's how I feel though. Ugh, it's strange. Don't get me wrong. David O'Neill in the chat says Comedy Shaman's gonna fall in love with Fez. Well, it's too fucking late now. Too fucking late. Oh, well, that ship already fucking sailed, guys. Goddamn. Oh, God. Oh, this is not good. Okay, chat. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell she's fucking taking on. Come on, Feds. You got about 1 more minute before I fucking cut this stream out. Because I'm not going to sit here and just keep getting felded by the chat. You know? It's a solid mix of everybody saying that this is the best show, and I'm just completely self-felding. So I'm not sure if it's one or both. I'm gonna say that it's both. It does seem that way. God damn it! Why do you gotta do that? For real? Tell me that's a Wizinator, please. Fucking lovely. Fucking lovely. Is that a Wizinator? I don't even know. I had to pull it off screen. Yes, I'm looking at the... Oh, shit, thank you. God damn it. Okay, that's fucking lovely. Sorry, guys. This is fucking bullshit. Ugh. Sorry. Look, this is retarded. Yeah. God damn it. Let me see. What the fuck? So, are you just gonna keep doing that? And get my fucking stream pulled or what? Yeah, nobody would believe this. No shit. That did look very real and disturbing. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Seriously. I mean, seriously. Let me pull it back up on stream. So, like, for real. What am I looking at right here? Holy shit. We've got enough felt for me. We've got enough felt for you guys. We've got enough felt for everybody. More felt for everybody. Is this live? Shut the fuck up. But we got to talk about it. What just happened on this last show? I don't know how many of you guys were watching, but I had a co-host that I thought I was romantically involved in. I guess I was. I don't fucking... It was all dating, whatever, but still. You know, shit was exchanged, sexual shit. But so I was led to believe that this was a biological woman that had taken puberty blockers. Now that is true. That part is true. Okay? This person's also a biological man. I did not know this until the audience learned it with me. Allegedly, this woman man's genitalia came out. well, let's just say the stream had to be pulled, you know? So, I mean, how to interpret this? It was a mixture of disappointment and pure satisfaction. I knew the potential in Feds from the get-go. And in my head, I was like, well, look, if there's a pussy, I fucking do it. Not thinking of the possibility there's a cock and a pussy. Not even imagining that possibility. Okay? I didn't really know that was a thing. You know? I've been learning that. I've been doing my research on this condition. You know? And apparently it does happen. It does happen where both pieces are down there. I know you guys are going to know if like, oh, would you have hit it? Would you have done it? And I really put a lot of thought into this for you, okay? I put a lot of thought into this because I know you guys want an honest answer. I mean, it's fucking one of the big questions. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, could I? Could I get over it, you know? Could I say, all right, if I'm only going to say hit it from the behind, could we get over the fact that there's a cock and balls there? And physically at first I'm like, well, maybe, you know, if it's only hitting it from behind. But then I was like, well, the smell. When the oniony ballsack smell mixes with the fishy pussy smell in one platter. I'll tell you where my head is at with her, him, whatever. Is, well, I feel like they may have been trying to get my fucking channel pulled. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when it comes to that, that's an act of aggression on me. So, regardless, cock or no cock, what the fuck ever, I don't want somebody around that's gonna get my goddamn channel pulled. You know what I'm saying? For real. I mean, seriously. It kind of comes down to a thing that isn't even sexual, really. The reasoning why I don't want to be involved with fucking Feds. Now, there is a part of me that wants to be friends with Feds because Feds is naturally probably the funniest person I've ever met, maybe even heard of. And I'm dead fucking serious when I say that. And I think the show from the other night was proof of that. I think Feds is naturally funnier than me, Jesse, anybody. I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. I think that is the truth. Are you gay? I certainly fucking hope not. Don't think so. But that shit wasn't straight. I mean, there was a vagina involved, so I don't know what it was. Were you intimidated when she whipped it out? I was in panic mode for my channel. And when Zephon said Feds loved it in the booty, you didn't figure that out. I mean, I figured, how was I supposed to know the bitch was intersex? I was told there was a vagina, and that supposedly is still true, okay? No, the Fed said she was trans, but all she said was that she took hormone blockers and had a natural vagina. That's what I was told. And specifically told XX chromosome. Specifically XX chromosome was exactly what I was told. Naturally assigned female at birth is exactly what I was told. What's worse, being together with a trans person or being lonely forever? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a fucking gross question. Okay, so K Murph says XXY. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not 100%, but yeah, it does. That's what it seems like. So when she told me XX, she wasn't lying. And like, in my head, I never thought there would be another Y on that XX. No, guys, we never met in person, okay? And and here's another thing too, is like, I feel bad for that person because that's gotta suck. That's gotta fucking suck. But I'm going to tell you right now, the answer, the fucking happiness, sure the hell ain't whipping your shit out on somebody's live. Yeah, and so I really do feel for her in that way, but like him, whatever, him, her, whatever. And like that's somebody I would have been willing to been a really close friend with, even if I would have never had sex with them. I would have been their best friend. Seriously. And like there's a part of me that still wants to be good friends with them, but how the fuck could I trust them after that shit? You know? Like it ain't sexual. My dick is done. Like, here in a few weeks, it's going to be like that South Park episode where they're all fucking shutting their nut sacks in the microwaves and like swelling them up and bouncing around on them. That's what my nuts are going to turn into because my dick don't work anymore. Somebody asked, have you spoke to her since? A little bit, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Who dumb too? I said see you when the fucking hog came out, man. You know? I learned I'm a little bit of a piece of shit in all this too. I don't have my hands completely clean. This is where I learned that, okay, I'm not as pure-hearted as maybe I thought. I kind of got what I wanted. Now I had an image of fucking a 6'5", slightly probably too hairy bitch that fucking had a clit that was all swollen up, you know. Now I had that image, but like still, it wasn't about the sex. It was about getting that fucking heart out. God damn, it came out. And for one day, I had the goddamn funniest show on YouTube. Well, your reaction seemed like you liked it. No, I mean, and yeah, I said I love him, her. I do love him, her, whatever the fuck. It ain't romantic now, but I do have a love for fucking him, her. Because of him, her, I had the funniest fucking show ever on YouTube. One of them, at least. No, listen, we had amazing chemistry, and that's why there's a part of me that would still bring her back as a co-host. Now, him, whatever. And I got to get my dick to work for something else first, you know? Are you really upset or that you're struggling with your feelings and questioning your sexuality? No, actually, if there was a period where I was questioning my sexuality, it ain't now. It ain't now, dude. Fuck. Because I was in my head, like, I'm like beating off to fucking thinking of like fucking a chick that's like 6'5" and maybe got a little bit of a warped body from taking hormone blockers. And so like, yeah, I was imagining kind of beating off to something weird. And so I don't even fucking need to ask myself a question of, oh, would I hit it with the dick? No, I wouldn't, because fucking even if that was somebody that fucking I could get into, I can't trust them. And so, and plus that smell's gotta fucking do an impression of Hank Hill learning that Feds is an intersect.
Well, so what exactly is going on down there with your genitalia? So do you got boy parts or do you got girl parts? Or wait a minute, you got both? Bull!
God, pussy, I'll do anything for you. God, pussy, just tell me that you really do. God, pussy, just answer my mental calls. God, pussy, don't want baggage and I don't want balls. No, you can't fake it. No, you can't fake it. No, you can't fake that you're gay for me. No, you can't fake it. No, you can't fake it. No, you can't fake that you're gay for me. Feds as a whole, it's not a troll. I'll move your sack and stick in my mold. Feds as a whole, it's not a troll. I'll move your sack and stick in my mold. Bend down before I feel my shame. You're gonna get the crying game. Bend down before I feel my shame. You're gonna get the crying game.
So yeah, I'm a fucking loser. It is what it is. I've fucked up my entire life. It is what it is. I've made so many dumb mistakes that I've showed loved ones away. It is what it is.
God, pussy, not looking for a dude. God, pussy, not concerned about your dick when you're nude. God, pussy, let's go streaming, do anything for views. God, pussy, no boy, wife blues. No, you can't fake it, no, you
So the trans stuff, I mean, I've been in trans discourse since I was like 14, maybe.
You just like socially identified as a trans man, I'm guessing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know what, like, I guess led me to be trans. It was like an accumulation of things. Yeah, I identified as a gay man. I still kind of struggle with my sexuality now, and I've gone through like the gender identity changes and the sexuality changes, and like everything is all kind of muddied.
And when you see me snitching on myself, crying, tears in my eyes, not giving a fuck what people think, I've got a talent for this. And to change the world with it, it is what it is.
I'm about to bust. Go!